Alright, I'm live. I guess I need to unmute my computer. There we go. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, the character is this giant fucking rock.
A boulder?
Yes. A boulder, not a balder, a boulder.
Oh. Well, that's a
Yeah,
disappointment.
there's already a cat in the campaign.
Yes. Which you're not going to be able to torture Nova with anymore.
I mean, that's how much you know.
Oh, man.
Don't look at me, man! There's Hosh. Can I do something here? Resize.
Alright, let's game.
Are we ready to burn this city to the ground? Oh, wait, that's already happened.
That's already happened, and we didn't do that.
Whoa!
Are you ready,
Fire!
kids?
It was always burning and the world is turning.
I don't know about it not being our fault.
We didn't do it, okay?
We
We're not the
didn't
ones that started it.
ignite the fire.
We didn't
Yeah.
start the fire.
We just let out the
There was
people who did it.
There was no sign that said release werewolves and burn city.
Yeah, but you're supposed to just assume that.
I mean, if anybody's to blame, it's Perla, specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course, because werewolves are known for their arson abilities.
Well,
Werewolves are known for their not being evil abilities. Come on, guys.
Not all werewolves are evil, thank you very much.
Yeah, right. Thanks to Monster of the Multiverse. I'm sorry,
But
but
besides, the
What are you talking about?
the ones that we let loose were, smart enough to recognize, hey, these people are not, not against us.
right. But hold on. You're not against them, but they're going to burn down the city of the people who kept them imprisoned. Yes? Does that not make sense to you? If you are a slave and you're like, hey, I have an opportunity to fuck up the city.
So that's the story behind it.
Yep.
And no, mass slaughter would make more sense.
Somewhere near the beginning of the campaign, we were going after Constantine to be, on orders of the family. And we went to his prison island area. It's not really an island, but so we went there, found him, who was on a boat in between the prison and the auction docks. And he was just like, the fuck are you doing here? Are you here to kill me? And we're just like, maybe. That depends on what you say next.
And then what he said next saved his life.
Yes, very much so.
I'm surprised Asa didn't even try to kill him.
I mean, I don't think anyone really wanted to murder him at that point anyway. We probably just assumed it was going to be a battle.
Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and hit the button that says start streaming.
That was a few minutes ago, but,
Cue the racisms.
Oh.
Right,
wow.
So hit the server mute button. There we go.
Hang on. We're gonna have a very delayed bonk here in a second.
All right,
there it is.
It wasn't that delayed.
He got a bonk, and then I unmuted him on the server.
All is well then.
Right on. So, recap?
Yes. Who is recapping?
Let's see. We spent the last session fighting a doppelganger.
That's right.
And,
And
we
for
also
some reason,
lose-
Blade came in doing the killing blow. For some reason.
Yeah,
the
for some
floppy
reason.
kill stealer.
And if we really want to backtrack, Issa had some shit happen. Had a nightmare happen. Found out she was being possessed by Vecna,
Mhm.
and then we made our way to the Coliseum.
Yep.
Found an entrance to Spider Lair area and said, "Nope, we're leaving that alone for right now." And we came to
Issa
Then-
murdered
wait,
a
yeah,
harmless
there we
baboon.
go.
yeah.
Well,
Issa,
hold on. She didn't murder a baboon. She put a baboon in a room full of spiders.
To get murdered.
to get murdered. Therefore, she murdered a baboon.
No,
proxy.
no, she put a baboon in a room full of spiders. The baboon just did a bad job of defending itself.
She murdered a baboon by proxy. Moving on. We came here and was like, "Hey, where's Juno?" Oh, she's meeting. Her and Tweak are meeting with Pluton. And then we went and fought Pluton, only to find out that he was a fake. And then Perla has found out that Juno and Tweak are also fakes. And that's where we left off.
Everybody fake. Everybody got a doppelganger.
Okay, just
I
who?
could
who
be you.
Wait,
It could be me.
did you tell us that everybody was a fake?
No, not yet.
It's
We-
kind of just Anna and Perla at this rate.
No, not even Anna. It's just Perla.
I mean, I specifically called you over to check.
Yeah, you called Perla over to check. She checked and discovered, hey, these two are fake, and that's where it was cut off. That's where we ended.
So then,
Yes.
you're disagreeing with my understanding of last session that we typed in the Discord.
I mean, Anna might have noticed a change in Perla's facial expression.
I mean, I feel like it was just that cinematic ending of just like both of our eyes catching each other and just being like, oh fuck.
Oh, you know what? Issa also got a disease dagger and does not have specs for that.
Oh yeah.
Whoopsie.
Fuck. I forgot about that. We'll get it. We'll get
Disease
there.
typically doesn't do shit.
Yeah.
That is, a disease is something that primarily affects players.
So is it effectively just the same as my regular dagger? It just diseases?
I mean, anything that lives has to get treated.
We'll effectively say that it is poison at this point then.
Hmm.
Because poison can affect NPCs. Disease really doesn't.
I mean, disease is so much worse, honestly.
It is, but it doesn't affect NPCs. Like that's
So
the only.
Give syphilis to Blade.
is it the same effective as a regular dagger? For regular damage, and then it also poisons, or is this pulling up? 5e poison dagger is 1d4 piercing, which is what I have for my regular dagger.
Hmm.
Okay.
And then they have to do a Constitution saving throw for the poison.
And is it going to be poison damage or poison condition?
I'll say poison damage because NPCs.
That's fine.
And I just sorry. Sorry about that. Misclicking.
Gotta love misclicking.
Mhm. So we're just saying poison damage
Yes.
Yes.
Wait,
in addition to the regular 1d4 piercing.
your dexterity's only
Yes.
+2?
No, it should be higher than that.
+3 dex.
Yeah, +3.
I scrolled over just a second ago. It said +2, +3. That's weird.
I guess you saw incorrectly.
So then we were saying it's a saving throw of Constitution.
Yes.
Correct.
versus DC of wait.
Yeah, that's
I don't know how to set this properly.
Not usually particularly high.
Save effect. I don't know what I'm doing. Screwed everything up. What? Yeah, I don't know what to put in here. So we got saving throw, Constitution versus DC spell. Constitution.
All right. Well, while you're doing that,
We'll figure it out when I use it. It's fine. We can just
yeah.
dump in information. Just whatever. Moving forward.
Yes, moving forward.
Are you telling me he was a doppelganger the whole time?
So I guess the question for you, Perla, is how obvious do you make it for Anna?
She kind of because I'm trying to think if she wants to be subtle about this or if she wants to like be subtle but in a different way. She's gonna take like half a step closer towards Anna and just she's still got her sword in her hand. She's just kinda like walking cane it and just kinda set on the ground. Well, it looks like we have questions that need answers now, don't we? And she's looking at Tweak and the Tweak and Juno.
Air quotes.
Yes.
So you're gonna hear Juno speak up and go, what questions do you mean?
This is like Juno herself speaking?
Juno speaking with her own mouth.
Yeah.
Well, first off, I know the real Juno doesn't actually speak. She uses her right hand.
As you say that, you see the Juno kind of clam up and go and nudge over to the Tweak.
Anna wraps a wing around him, pulls him in tight. No. I think we need to have a conversation, you and us.
What do you mean a conversation?
I think you need to start talking and explaining why the two of you are pretending and where the real ones are currently at.
Not to mention that over there, and she motions to the dead doppelganger on the floor that used to be Pluton.
Yeah, so many questions. I kind of like stare into the eyes of Tweak. I will intimidate if you want me to.
Yeah, go ahead.
Roll that with. I feel like you should roll that with advantage because Perla.
Yeah. No. That is that's a good point.
She's not the most intimidating.
It still works, man. Like the DC's really low for them because they're fucking doppelgangers. I don't know what you mean.
Oh, I think you do. Maybe if we go into a more secluded area, we can figure something out.
She pulls her wing back and just kind of nudges him with it towards the northwest corner. The kitchens, go.
They're gonna kind of head off to the kitchen. The kitchen staff is still gonna be there.
Is my passive good enough to have heard this?
What's your passive?
What is your passive?
17.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Issa is just gonna scoot up behind them.
I mean, It's not like they're trying to even hide it from the rest of the party.
No,
I
we
mean-
are trying to keep it quiet from everyone else that's in the building. The patrons that are here.
Who still has the body?
Taroth, do us a favor and bring that one with us, please.
Very well.
Hi, Indigo.
I open the door to the pantry and motion for them to enter.
Taroth is just gonna slap the body over his
Nope.
shoulder.
Sorry.
I was about to say, you moved the wrong one! Fucker!
Rude.
Are you bringing the body with you?
Yes.
Is that what's okay?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Actually, before Euphoria and Issa enters the pantry, Euphoria decides to produce a large diamond in her hand, and then go like, "Hey, Issa, want this? Catch!" And then she throws it into this corner of stuff here, which she can totally do.
I'm gonna have Issa roll an Arcana on that one real quick.
Oh, I was already rolling. All
Already
right,
what?
fine. I'll roll an in-game roll. Sure, she was already gonna die for it, but
Yeah. No, that I'll
Doesn't-
say that.
Doesn't care. Shiny
Does not
go
care.
shiny go
Oh, yeah.
burr.
no,
And she's not going to be able to find it because it would have disappeared by then.
Well, I mean, she's pretty observant. Let's see. You know. Nope, she's gonna spend a minute looking for it. Okay,
Not today, she ain't.
rustling through something. Gonna block the door and watch it, but apparently I gotta dig around this corner for a giant diamond.
Right. Where did you need the body, Parla?
Just in here with these other two, so that we can interrogate.
I'm breaking so many health
Gonna
codes.
set the body right next to Perla.
Yeah.
Oh, one more thing. Press the digitation on the body to clean it.
All right then.
Seeing as how Anna mentioned that.
Awesome.
Hey, wait, are we missing someone?
Hold on.
What?
Um. So something's gonna happen to the body when you do prestidigitation on it.
Oh god damn
Oh, what?
So the doppelganger form of the body is going to turn back to Pluton.
Eh? I thought the Pluton form was the fake.
No, like so before the session ended last time, it was in the form of Pluton, and then it changed to being a doppelganger, which is this kind of gray looking alien thing.
Like a ditto.
Yes.
And then it changed back to Pluton when she quote unquote cleans it.
Yes.
Okay, so apparently
That's odd. Anne's gonna kneel down and prestidigitation the exact place that she prestidigitationed.
Did the thing, yes.
prestidigitation. There's so many things you can do with it.
So it's still in the form of Pluton.
I go lower on the body and do it like a separate foot of it.
Oh. No, it's still
Oh.
Pluton.
Okay.
So it just keeps going from doppelganger to Pluton.
No, it's
I mean, prestidigitation is like a foot cube, so I mean,
so
No, like the whole
here's-
body turned into Pluton.
Yeah, the whole body turned back into Pluton. So when the prestidigitation happened, it went from being a doppelganger to Pluton, and then every prestidigitation that you do henceforth does not change the body.
Yep.
It is Pluton throughout.
Right.
okay, does this make sense to anyone?
Yes.
So, in other words, Pluton really is dead?
No. Probably not. We're gonna find out.
This is in character.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, we're going to find out. Someone shut the door.
Anna hesitates, seeing Issa still ruffling around in the thing. Just like, okay, click.
Perla turns her attention to the Tweak and Juno. Right. From the beginning, shall we?
Well, our boss had commissioned us to hang out here and pretend to be these individuals that we
And by
are not.
boss,
He's a deity.
whose name is
I don't want to say.
Well,
Don't want to say or can't say.
I guess both.
and what of this? And she takes her sword and kind of pokes at the Pluton body.
We have no idea that person came in and attacked us.
So you were legitimately in danger then?
Correct.
This just gets more and more confusing.
Any idea why they attacked you? Well, he attacked you?
Something about needing, and the Juno points to herself, needing my soul to bring forth someone called Lulth.
Yes, and the unfortunate fate that Venus was met with. However, you are obviously not the real Juno. So where is
No.
the real Juno?
Where we were instructed not to tell anybody.
by
So,
this deity, I presume.
correct.
So, what was with this body turning into constantly shape shifting then, and then suddenly turning back into normal when I cleaned him up?
We don't know.
Here's the question: you are both doppelgangers. Did you recognize the face that this one turned into?
No.
Hmm.
Well, this didn't really answer that many questions and created a lot more.
How is this? Do either of you have proper names, or do you just go by your current form?
Well, my name is Arthur, the one that's speaking, Juno. My name is Arthur, and this individual's name is Timothy.
Right. How about a little bit of a game then? If you won't tell us your patron's name, how about what they look like?
Not a damn one of you knows Monty Python, and that's disappointing to me. that aside, sorry, that was me as a DM.
Oh, you said it, and now I recognize it. Yep,
Yeah, I saw that now. God
the
damn it.
wizard named Tim.
So,
Even telling me, I don't really care that much, and I've seen it.
Anyways, moving on.
if you're not the real
No.
people that the others recognize, that must mean
Why'd you
you
bite
got
me?
some kind of disguises on, right? Like a disguise form.
That is correct.
Is it a spell, or are you two changelings?
They're shape changers.
Yeah, they're the latter. Though as she thinks about it, she's going to press digitation Tweak's face.
It's not gonna do anything.
Yeah, prestidigitation doesn't really do much to living things.
I mean, it was worth a try.
Begs the question,
What-
though, if this one was a doppelganger as well, why did my magic not force him to change back?
What do you
Is that-
mean?
Yes, is that what your magic is supposed to do?
You remember,
Moonbeam, right?
yes, the big beam of light that came down, that I made come down when
You know,
this one started spewing spiders. And she pokes the body again.
the tablet.
Part of its effects is it's supposed to force a shape changer to revert to their original form.
That could just be a DM oversight.
It's not.
It wasn't. Why do you think I'm mentioning it?
Anna
Anyways,
just shrugs.
We don't know. Anybody who's curious now, I would like an Arcana check on the body.
Big brain. Big dumb brain.
Okay.
Bruh.
Okay. So Perla doesn't know it.
nope.
I say Kazuto also doesn't know it.
Kazuto's also
Euphoria-
still at the main door.
Yeah.
I honestly wasn't even sure I was
so
here. I
Euphoria,
couldn't find myself on the map.
Euphoria,
You're
and
down at the very bottom.
you guys.
Issa's still looking for like something in this corner.
You guys get a faint sense of the magic. The shape changing magic was applied after the body had been deceased.
Oh, I think. Well, Euphoria just explains this. I did not hear the last part. I did not hear if you said deceased or diseased.
Deceased.
Okay, deceased.
Do you suspect it was something Blade is able to do? That seems odd.
I have no idea why he would do that. But that is a pretty distinct possibility.
I wonder. I'm reading something.
Why would he do that, though?
Drez,
You're probably right, but go ahead.
would you say the second part of this would work on dead things? The turn the faithless.
Hold on.
Because there's that last bit down there at the very bottom.
Yeah. I'll say that. Sure.
She's going to turn to Arthur and Timothy. You two might want to cover your ears. And
And they do so.
she reaches for her the moon symbol that's around her neck, and she presents it out to her, in front of her towards the body.
Okay. The body does not change. It is.
What's
it
your
is-
DC?
The DC is, I mean, it would be a DC
That
13.
thing passed the DC. The body doesn't turn.
No,
Do I?
that was for Anna.
Oh,
The words are painful for Fae and fiends to hear. Oh no.
whoops.
Maybe advantage? I don't know.
Dude.
No, 14.
It don't matter.
Go
Do
for
I
it.
pass?
I mean DC 13. We're just gonna use my normal spell save DC.
Well, it's a good thing that Euphoria is not an actual fiend.
And it takes some noticeable steps back. Subconsciously.
Is everything alright, Anna?
What? Huh?
You're just backing up for some reason.
I don't know. I just feel more comfortable over here.
Aw, that's adorable. She says as she just reaches up and pats her on the head.
Anna blushes.
Ooh.
I'm keeping your feather, by the way. She said, referring to the feather that she that Anna put on her the last session.
Oh,
Anna
the
majorly blushes.
so nothing happens with the body.
No.
Perla puts her symbol away, and she now has a visibly stumped look on her face.
Everything alright?
I'm not sure what the hell is going on.
What were you trying to do?
Use some of my ability to force a reversion back to the original form.
Well, I guess that proves that this is the original form.
But if this was the original form, then why didn't he have the ring and the blade?
Ring? Blade?
There was a weapon that we had found.
Yeah,
It-
the artifact of love.
Yes.
From
Well-
behind Euphoria, you guys are gonna hear. That's because he wasn't the real choice in champion. He was simply a means to an end.
Who said that?
Dalton just appeared.
Oh, Anna like climbs up on the fucking barrel and hisses.
She's a cat now?
If you don't mind, I will be taking that, and he points to Pluton. You can keep the body. It's not the part that I want.
So wait, this was the real Pluton.
That's correct.
Then why was he looking like a doppelganger earlier?
He was to bide time and potentially leave. You guys would think he was a doppelganger and leave him behind. But I
Well,
got
that-
impatient.
Well,
So,
that obviously didn't happen.
correct. It's because I got impatient.
Agent for what?
This. And you see like a glow coming from Pluton and going directly into Dalton.
Oh no, soul splooge.
So, now that that is addressed, I will bid you adieu. Unless any of you have a question for me?
Perla's just kind of looking at him before she reaches into her backpack and she pulls out a feather.
Oh,
No reason not for me to hold on to this, I guess.
And where is this feather from? And as he touches it, his face turns a ghostly white and he drops it on the floor. Where did you get that feather?
I don't know. Why don't you ask your darling Issa outside?
Is she still looking for that gem?
No,
Yes.
she stopped looking and is now just
Before
sitting
he,
out here watching the
Peeks out.
doorway.
And she starts laughing.
I
No,
was looking for a feather.
She stopped looking. She's just sitting here on a crate or whatever, watching the doorway.
Okay, but she's still outside the room.
Yeah, she wasn't going to crowd in there with,
Everyone.
9 people now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a freaking pantry, dude. Y'all in there like sardines. He's just sitting here, chewing on some jerky.
Looking for a feather with a story. This is not the story I was expecting.
Where'd this feather come from again?
This is one that came from Thomas, aka Gabriel. Well, you asked for a feather with a story. You didn't say a specific story.
You didn't tell him where it came from, right? That was
I
out
wish
of
to
character.
insight Dalton.
Go ahead.
All Perla said was, "Why don't you go ask your darling Issa
Okay,
outside?"
I just wanted to make sure you weren't saying that in character.
Yeah, no, that was said in character.
No, the other part. Don't worry about it.
Which part? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Perla doesn't know where Issa got it from.
Oh, okay. All right. Perfect.
So, you notice that Dalton, who normally has a pretty straight composure about himself.
Fuck it, I'll roll an insight too. Nope, never mind.
Yeah, you notice that Dalton, who normally has a straight composure about himself, is equal parts annoyed, pissed, and terrified.
A really dark expression crosses Anna's face.
One way or another, though, I believe that part of my contract is complete.
Yes, and as is this part as well, and he motions over to Pluton. Keep this part up at least.
Oh, we're working on it.
He's gonna.
I have one more question, though. You said
Yes.
you said he wasn't the appropriate champion.
That's correct.
Would the appropriate champion be Blade, then?
Well, there's no need in hiding it now. Yes.
So that explains why he snuck up and did the killing blow on this guy then.
Yes, he goes by the name of Din Omerith. Why don't you ask your attendant, my personal housekeeper?
You
Believe
were
me,
referring to William.
Yes.
I have some other questions for William as well. We'll add that to the list. Din Omeranth, you said?
Correct.
Bring it up.
So Dalton definitely sees Euphoria then, unlike William.
No, Dalton does not see Euphoria. That's
Nor
why
hear her.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why he appeared where he was, because he thinks that's like there's enough space for him.
Euphoria takes advantage of this and basically goes around him and starts waving her hand in front of his eyes.
Doesn't see you.
Jazz, I got a question for you.
Toroth is just looking at this, and he's just gonna what's that part in between the dragons? No, he's gonna just basically do a Perla.
Just
Dragonborn
just
version of Perla.
Ugh.
Okay, what is the question?
What DC would you put a hard check for?
Like how? I mean, it depends on the check.
Like difficult, but not impossible.
Probably like 17 or 18, maybe.
Okay.
There you go. There's your posture check, Anti.
What would you typically choose for a resist of fear?
Hi, Callie. Oh,
What do you mean?
and bits. Thank you for the
To
bits.
resist a fearful effect, what would you say? Like wisdom check, wisdom save?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
wisdom. Because I mean, what just happened with the turn the faithless thing? It's a wisdom
Fair.
save, or you're feared.
Yep. Nope. And it does nothing.
And
Okay.
during this entire time, Euphoria is just doing minor illusions around Dalton and out of his sight, basically turning the entire situation into a clown fest.
He's gonna bend down and grab the feather. Well, if there's no other things,
One other minor question: what was that deal? What was that whole deal with the Tarask about?
yes. The family seemed to think that they could control such a thing to use it against me. I wanted to show them that they were wrong.
Hmm.
Stop.
Really?
That's
Because
what Euphoria is doing during this.
it seemed like most of them didn't even know it was there. Oh well.
Well, perhaps they were lying to you.
I mean, I don't recall any of us openly asking them about it.
Well, then there you go.
I'm gonna be right back for 1 second.
I don't know if anyone else has anything.
If that's the case, then
And it's just in the corner.
I will be on my way. He's gonna look over to Anna. And why are you all alone in that corner?
The wings just kind of fold in a little bit closer to obscure her presence.
Pearl is
Um,
gonna speak. Pearl is just gonna speak up. She doesn't like you. Does she need a reason other than that?
well, it seems weird that the four of you are in here with a dead body, but who am I to judge?
He doesn't see them.
Nope.
Wait, 4?
Oh,
Yes.
Yes.
gosh.
Because he doesn't see Euphoria or the fake Juno and Tweak.
Okay. Yep.
They're agents of Gabriel, that's why. And Euphoria's taking advantage of this by by having a large Kikumi pointing down on him above his head, so he couldn't see it.
If that is all,
I believe that is all, yes.
he's gonna snap his fingers and kind of misty step through you. You're gonna kind of feel him pass through you, Perla.
He's inside you.
Bruh. Karchi, why are you doing another posture check? Anti just did one.
Did he?
Yes,
Oh, he
he
did.
did.
Oh.
He's gonna stop in front of Isam.
Well, hey,
So I hear
Dalton.
tell that you know something about this feather.
Well, you don't remember both of the feathers from earlier that you basically told me were worthless for me.
Yes, that was before I touched them and found out their story.
Yeah. See, I figured you would have liked them, but you told me that they weren't going to do me any good, so.
As the story was not yours to tell.
Welcome back, Rets.
You have any interest in telling the story now?
Oh, you want to know how I got the feather?
Correct.
Yeah, I killed its owner. Well, twice,
So
actually, I killed its owner.
Oh,
That's
and
where both of the feathers came from.
its owner is?
Mm-hmm.
No, I need a name.
Oh, but see, I don't have to tell you their name. The feather wasn't my gift to you.
Okay. I see. I see your particular mode of interest here. What is it you need? Would you like some coin? A valuable treasure?
Would the discussion that happened the in-game morning with would the events of the in-game morning still be on Issa's mind at this point?
Probably.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
yeah. You know, maybe you could let me see my contract with you.
He's gonna wave his hand, and the contract is going to unfold in your hands in like a glowing gold form.
I'll be right
Check
back.
it all you wish.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Okay.
I thought that one was blue.
Blue.
Yeah, I could have sworn you turned like a different color or something.
Pretty sure it, like, burst into flames.
It did.
Yeah.
But
It exists in the ether, not in, reality.
yeah.
So handout or something.
I mean, just it's a contract. Like you were gonna
Quickly,
read it.
1,200 pages now!
Yeah,
Hammer
right
that sucker
now.
out.
Like, if there's any part you want to ask me about it in particular, I
I
can give
mean,
it to you.
she's just gonna be reading it intently, looking
Okay.
for any sort of loophole or exception to the contract.
Okay. So you're gonna look at the part where it says that your soul is forfeit to him in the event. So it's gonna say that his soul is forfeit, or your soul is forfeit to him, like meaning you get it back in the event that either Dalton does not hold up his end of the bargain, or the thing that you value most is given up.
What did I just miss?
Jesus Christ!
That was just gravity.
Gravity frightened me.
Okay then.
Sorry.
can't do funny thing.
No, it's just gravity.
Oh.
Something slid off of something. It was really loud and banging. So yeah.
Poltergeist go brr.
As a player, I'm still trying to figure out, like, beyond her sentimental attachment to, say, like, her necklace, what actual thing she has that's valuable to her other than, you know, just random valueless coin, you know?
I mean,
Oh
that's
no.
that's for you to figure out.
Okay.
Oh no, she forgot.
No, me as a player has forgotten.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. Oh my god. No, but seriously, am I forgetting something, everybody else?
Your conversation with Vincent?
No. I remember the conversation about the most valuable thing being given up, but like me as a player, I'm trying to figure out, like, what the hell is.
That's a conversation for you and Havoc, my guy.
Okay.
Because I don't know that much about Issa.
The only thing she
Okay,
still
so-
has from her former.
thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
So the idea here is, and I'm going to give this to you as a player, whether or not you want to have Issa figure this out or not is up to you. But if you give up stealing, you could probably get your soul back.
Oh, okay. So that's what I was trying to figure out. Did it actually mean a thing or an action? Okay. So
Yeah.
it
Like,
was okay. So what I
Yeah,
was thinking
make-
of over the last week made sense, and I haven't actually shared that with you, so never mind.
So make your soul better than it is now, and like you can eventually probably get it back.
Did you really clip me, like, jump scaring myself? Thanks, Corchi. Thanks.
I mean, what else would she be there for other than to record embarrassing
Cool.
moments?
We'll make sure to post that on the TikTok and the Instagram. You know, we'll just post it. It'll be great.
Yeah. Basically,
Okay.
like
That
that's
I was questioning. So, like, for a while I was thinking about that, and I'm like, no, that can't be what they meant by that. But okay, so I was on the right path. That's
Yeah.
All right. I was double guessing myself, and I didn't need to. Okay. So, here's your contract back. And you want to know who the feather came from?
he's gonna wave his hand, and the contract is just gonna burn up like it did last time. Yes.
Yep. So there's this very large bird person, goes by Tomas, and that one came when I gave him a very large dosage of drugs, and he kind of laughed himself to death.
I think more accurately, you found that one in his clothing that was
Wait.
in his room.
Well, didn't I take it off his body?
Yeah, I think you did.
I took it off his body.
One of the feathers was taken off of his body.
Oh,
when he was...
you know what? The killing of him was the one I gave to Sinefo. When we killed him, he turned to dust. That's when I searched his body. This one was from the room. Right. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, so that burb is dead?
No.
No. Tomas turned into Lord Gabriel. I was actually going to get to that. Excuse me. Now, the other feather, which, Sinefo's gone now. But the other feather that Sinefo had for you was from killing the very same bird person. He turned into a pile of ash, and in that pile of ash, there lay that feather. The next time I saw him, it seemed to be more apparent that he wasn't actually a bird person who was resurrecting himself. he turned out to be a deity named Lord Gabriel.
Deity, you say?
Uh, he's, my understanding, a trickster god. He loves having a good bit of fun. He's like,
A trickster god, you say? You're gonna see his face turn, just like as if he realized something that he was not supposed to.
Does that mean more to you than it should?
Yes. And I think this is where I'm going to take my leave.
Well, now hold on. Do you want me to find out more about this trickster god?
Maybe we can strike another deal.
You dropped it, Baldur. My finger is not the tree.
Find out what you will, and you'll be rewarded accordingly.
Good to know. Well, I guess I'll see you around then.
Wait. He's just gonna disappear.
I was just imagine these ridiculous cartoony sound effects every time somebody like pops in or just little
like imagine what I imagine is the sound. Have you ever heard the instant transmission sound from Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
that high pitch just.
the
Yep.
easiest way for Goku to kill anyone.
And just instant transmission into their brain.
No, just grab on to them and just bring them to, the center of a sun.
Hey,
That
There are
can't,
dragons
you can't
there
do
now.
that. You have to have some kind of aura of key to teleport to.
Yeah,
yeah, he does
Yeah,
need
that's-
something to lock onto.
Mm,
that's
Yep.
why he needs the instant transmission into the brain.
right into their noodle.
In-
He'll
instant
Ant-Man
trans-
them. He'll Ant-Man
Instant
them.
transmission his foot into their brain.
Anyways,
Stretch.
is the scene with Issa done?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did just now.
Okay. So
I'll flip it.
what? So Euphoria is like, hey, did you see that? That guy couldn't even see me or hear me.
And
To
it
these
seems
two.
and it seems like he couldn't see or hear any of you three.
So that must
The-
mean we're working for the same person.
The two doppelgangers are gonna just kind of like noticeably be afraid.
So then you're all working for Gabriel.
Well, I definitely am.
What do you want with us now?
Perla's just going to think for a second. Would any of us have heard the conversation that happened out here with Issa and Dalton?
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have.
What's y'all's passive?
14.
10.
My passive is 10.
Jeez.
Hold on, let me
We're-
check
we're-
real quick. 9.
We're in a loud drug den. I assume there's noise.
Is that loud,
Y'all are in
or
a
are they all
closet
just
having a conversation, and
out with opium?
I will say if anybody has a 15 or higher, then yes. If not, then no.
Well, because
No,
here's the thing. Perla, you said Perla felt Dalton pass through her through the wall.
yes.
So I feel like she would have had some kind of inclination to at least open the door.
All right, roll me a perception on that one then. I'll give you the roll.
Bruh.
No.
Just didn't make it.
Nope.
oof.
Motherfucker.
So, may I ask you to why, assuming it's Hey, assuming Gabriel is your boss, may I ask what why he had you to do this?
It was to protect the individuals who we're masquerading as.
So Juno and
So,
Tweak are allied
doubles.
with him as well.
I believe they mentioned that the last time we spoke.
So in other words, you two are being doubles. All right, fair enough. But hey, at least we stopped this assassin from taking you two as well. Well, from taking you two out.
And we thank you.
Anna slowly crawls off of the barrel. So, can we assume that your lord is properly caring for his subordinate?
I assume so. Yes.
Let me pose a question. Say any of us wanted to work with Gabriel.
Mm-hmm.
How would that be acknowledged by him?
Well, you'd have to seek him out.
Well, where's
Stop
his
yawning.
base of operations?
In his realm.
Which is where?
A lot of good that does us when we can't get there.
Would this be about the time that Issa would be done with that conversation?
Yeah. You would have
Okay,
been.
she's gonna knock on the door and y'all done in there yet? What are you talking about in this closet?
We're talking about staying in the closet.
Hot girl shit.
Get out of the closet. Don't have to be ashamed of
Never.
yourself.
Never.
You do realize that. Oh, never mind.
It just hit me.
Yeah,
Also,
there you go.
sausage was happening there and Dresden's mic.
All of
Sorry.
the mic clipping.
No.
Freaking Taroth is
Yeah.
gay.
Saroth and Anna and Euphoria are acting extremely gay. Ugh.
So what are we doing? Are you interrogating these people? What's going on?
And there's no need to. We already know what we want to know.
What? And
They're working for the same boss I'm working for.
who?
Gabriel.
Oh, Lord Gabriel. Where is Lord Gabriel when you need him?
Eh?
The
At this point, Perla is like visibly just shouldn't have said that. Shouldn't have said that. Should not have said that.
Said what?
Don't worry about it.
Are you talking about me?
It's been a while since I've seen Gabriel. Last time he was trying to feed me my own teeth. He's a pretty funny guy.
please.
He tells
please
me
stop.
he doesn't like you that much.
Please stop.
What?
This is the doppelganger.
What? Do you not like it when I say Lord Gabriel?
This is not going to go. Oh no.
Nash is looking
Lord
back
Gabriel.
from Juno to Euphoria.
Hey, I just want to mention, I wasn't the one who mentioned Gabriel to Issa. That was Taroth.
Issa has.
Go ahead.
No.
Do it, Braun. Why,
There you go.
hello, everybody.
Gabriel,
Familiar sound?
everyone's in the closet just waiting for you.
Kazuto, close the door.
Oh my god. God damn it.
Close the door, Kazuto.
Well,
So is
Just
I think I need to get out of here.
Close the door.
why? What does Anna have against Gabriel?
Don't want to be part of this bloodbath.
Bloodbath?
Every time Gabriel has shown up so far, him and Issa have gotten into a fight.
Every time Issa has called for him, it has not turned out well for anyone.
and it's about to get much, much more unpleasant for everyone involved,
Oh, crap.
as you hear from behind Issa. So your other deity, I hear, is guarding this realm.
Well, I didn't say he was guarding the realm.
As soon as Dalton says that, Gabriel's face is going to go just completely white. And he's going to attempt to disappear. And the reason why I say attempt is as soon as he starts to do his little shiny thing, Dalton's going to reach into his beam and pull him back in.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
thank you for the resub with the Prime Anti.
Hey,
7 months.
with the
Now then,
little break in the middle, but yeah.
Yeah.
I would like a little bit of an explanation. Anyone?
Well,
I don't know what you expect any of us to know.
Going on.
Who is he, and why does he have the power of a celestial?
why would I know that? I just know that I've gotten those feathers from him. Is this not what you wanted?
Mm,
You should be asking him this. He's gonna point at Gabriel.
Okay. At that point, Dalton's gonna rush Gabriel and kind of give him in a chokehold. And as he does this, the entire place is going to flash, just wild lights. And you guys are let's see. You are going to be
Flashbang through the door.
no. Um you were going to be here with this person.
Here. I don't think you
As
switched
soon as the
maps.
scene changes.
Yeah, as soon as the
Oh,
scene changes.
all right. You're just thinking out loud. Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. Who sees something different than the last map?
I'm still in the bar.
Not me.
I'm
Still in the bar.
I am at Amoris.
Okay. Good.
I'm sorry. I'm in the drug den.
Yeah, that's right.
No, you're at Amoris.
Oh.
Me and Court, you're
you're
on
gonna
different
reach-
maps.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm aware that you and Cortry are on different maps.
Oh,
And then you and you and you are going to be on that map.
Okay. Okay.
Whoa, this is pretty.
Okay. I- well, that's fun. Oh.
That's just grotesque.
Help! I do not
Hang
know
on.
where I am.
I need to see where. Oh, that's where Anti's at.
Issa's in a different location.
She had
Yeah,
it coming.
Issa is somewhere completely different.
Mm-hmm.
She had it coming.
Okay, so you two will be right here. All right, so let's address Kazuto and Anna first. As you flash into a Morris, pain and pleasure are gonna kind of perk up and go, "How did you do that?"
And it's kind of wide-eyed looking around, kind of like heavy breathing. How did I do what?
You teleported into our establishment.
I have no idea how I got here. And I'm gonna say, oh look, there's coin.
I think a fight's going on. Pluton is dead. Juno is in hiding, and we think Caligula's also gone. Or are fairly confident Caligula's
Coin.
also gone.
Coin's not here.
What? Because
He was, but he's not.
It is old map.
Yeah, old map. Coin is actually here. But that's okay. We'll get back to that. What do you mean? What fight is going on?
Dalton is accosting that Gabriel.
Gabriel, as in the guardian of this realm?
I don't know why everyone keeps saying it like that, but yes, I suppose so.
Well, what do you mean you don't know why people keep saying it that way? He's the guardian of this realm, therefore we will address him as such.
I mean, I haven't seen it as so. Or for us, he's just been a constant thorn and nuisance.
It's because he's a trickster god.
Well, yes. What trickster is a guardian?
Gabriel is.
To be honest, I don't know what you expected.
Euphoria
Yeah,
is
right.
also technically a guardian of her own faction.
And it just starts getting more frustrated rather than like fearful. It's just like, how can you be a trickster and still be like helpful? It's two completely separate things.
Well, he tricks those who do not who wish to harm us, really.
So then why are we constantly getting tricked?
Probably because you have bad intent to the people of the city.
Just widely gestures around. We haven't done shit for the most part.
Well,
To be
is
fair,
it
one
not
of the party members are. But I'm not
is it
saying this
is it
as a
not
player.
is it not your by your hand that we are now at each other's throats?
To be fair, you're always kind of at each other's throats.
Well, now more than ever, since you've arrived in town.
And just kind of shrugs. I didn't know how it was prior to this. So forgive me for that. It's all beside the point. We need to get back to the Krakus.
Well, yeah, it's just across the way.
Just down the road.
And just kind of squints and growls a little bit and turns and leaves.
You said Kazuto is there with Anna?
Anna, where are you going?
Yeah, Kazuto.
We need to get back to the Krakus, like now.
Drez, I have placed my token on the map that you put me on.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know like where exactly you were gonna put us.
Um,
I guess I'll put myself
yeah,
there.
roughly around there, actually.
Okay.
Probably like actually up here though, because I have another character that's coming in. That's gonna be there. Actually, I'm gonna place
okay,
them
thank
right
you.
now.
Thank you, Drez.
Ooh, I hope this is who I think it is.
It is 100% who you think it is.
Yay!
Oh God.
I don't know who that is.
Who is that? What is that?
I really don't know who that is.
Bruh.
Wait,
Ugh.
what do you mean you don't know who that is? Wait, who's
Retz
Wasn't
said
me.
Retz
Okay,
is the one that like I don't know who that is either. It looks vaguely familiar.
Is that a snort?
the only person who should know who this is probably Hosh, because I talked about this person beforehand.
I mean, it looks to me. It look like the closest thing I can think of is it looks like an I Love Lucy reference.
VTuber looking ass.
Looks like a
Bruh.
snork.
Yeah, it does look like.
Jeez, Rats, you got some kind of hate boner against them.
Anyways, so
He looks like a snork. It's a kid tiefling, you guys.
I can't.
It's a
Bruh.
little kid tiefling.
Dude, I've got the
Jesus.
tiniest view of that map. We're watching Braun's stream to see it.
yeah,
Well, like
I mean-
zoom in here. Look.
yeah. I'm zoomed in. Like I'm zoomed
Even
in.
zoomed in, you can barely tell.
Ah! Fucking
Oh
Gargantuan.
God! Oh
what
no!
the fuck?
Is that better?
Oh, okay. It doesn't look like a
Big
snork
little
anymore.
girl.
Okay, there's two horns. I thought there was one.
Yeah, fucking bruh.
So,
Alright, so
can we start?
Yeah, is anything else happening with Anna and Kazuto?
Are you guys heading out then?
I mean,
That's
I
so
didn't
whenever
wasn't really
I know.
given a reason to stay.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you guys will head back to Krakus. Now we're gonna go over to Perla, Taroth, and Euphoria.
Oh, where are we?
I do
Not to
not
mention,
know.
where is everyone?
That's a good question. Where the hell are we? I've never seen this location before.
It is unfamiliar to me as well.
Player-wise, I think I know exactly where we're at.
You probably do too.
Well, I see a tall building over there, so why don't we start heading over to it? Seeing as how standing in one spot is not gonna help.
I suppose you're right.
Hello.
Hi. Are you denizen of this place?
Nope. I'm just staying here, waiting for my mommy and daddy.
Mommy
What's
and...
a denizen?
Oh my gosh, I am not gonna explain to you what a denizen is because you're not in the place.
I was playing as the girl.
Bruh.
I'm playing as the girl. I want to be the little girl.
Out of
Okay,
context,
Moot.
it sounded so bad.
Mommy and daddy, where are they right now?
They're in a place called Augustine.
That's
Oh,
where we just were a moment ago.
Oh,
Perla has long by the it's basically as soon as we got here, she kind of put her sword and stuff away. She's gonna kind of like lean down, hands on knees. Can you tell us where we're at now?
Yep. We're in the Feywilds.
Oh my
The
god.
Feywilds?
Feywilds.
Yep. It's where I live.
By the way, Drez, I was exactly correct on where I thought we were.
I mean, the pink and purple trees
Yeah.
kind of gave it away.
Why did we get brought to the Feywilds? She's kind of looking at Euphoria and Taroth.
I think it had
Because-
something to do with the Gabriel and that
Oh,
other guy's
you
place.
know
Shut up,
Master
shut up.
Gabriel.
Shut up, Havoc.
Oh, yeah, I work for him.
Oh, my mommy and daddy work for him too.
Mommy
I
and
want-
daddy. Oh no.
I want everybody to make an investigation, no, a perception check or perception roll. Except for you, Euphoria, please roll at advantage.
Okay.
Well, you're probably the only one that's
Advantage.
gonna get anything anyways, so.
9.
Yeah, you 2 9s.
20.
Awesome.
Oh God.
So you see that
Right.
this is a pink tiefling, but something's different about this pink tiefling. She has black scales on her arms and legs.
Oh, what the? Can I see your arm for a second there?
Sure thing. And she hands you her arm.
What?
Just
No, like
Before
she,
it
like, out.
basically touches the scales to feel if they're familiar.
They feel like dragonborn scales, black dragonborn scales.
Well, this is such a coincidence. Euphoria said as she then held out her arms and
shut
lowered
up,
her
Havoc.
sleeves, showing off her own white scales.
Oh, you're like me. Was your mommy and daddy a tiefling and dragonborn too?
Yes, actually, but they're not from Augustine. I can tell you that much.
Oh, okay.
So, what are your parents' names?
My daddy's name is Jupiter, and my mommy's name is Juno.
Wait. Did I hear that correctly?
I believe you did.
Yeah, the person we were supposed to be protecting, but turned out she was a doppelganger.
I mean, at least we know the real ones are safe because of the existence of the 2 fakes that we found.
Presumably, anyway.
He's just kind of looking up at you, listening to this conversation, having like this playful, innocent, like, what's going on smile about her.
Is that your
So you-
house?
No, that is Master Gabriel's castle. I
So
live
what's
there
the
though,
castle?
so technically it is my house.
Why did Eureka's castle
you-
just play in my head?
Oh, so you you live there. That's interesting.
Uh-huh.
How
Euphoria
often?
is just
Go ahead.
Only
Euphoria
the
is just
old
smiling
ones
the
of us
entire time
laugh.
when she's with the Steedling because it's reminding her of your younger self before everything has happened to her.
Eureka's castle.
You seem to taking a liking to this child.
I mean, we're both tieflings. We both have dragon scales. And besides, I like the way. And besides, I have a weakness to children.
The Watcher did say that children were certainly rambunctious.
Yeah.
Perla
Anyway,
kind of stands up straight and crosses her arms. How are we supposed to get back then?
That is an excellent question.
what's your name, little one?
Minerva.
Minerva. That's a really nice name.
Mm-hmm. I like it too.
Okay,
My name
Dress.
is Euphoria.
Yup. You know where this is going.
Vaguely.
My name's Euphoria.
I like your name too.
Thank you.
I guess my name is Perla.
And you may call me Taroth.
Is this more Yakuza Weeaboo stuff? No. Not even close.
So, mind showing us to the castle then if you happen to live there? Assuming we're allowed in, of course.
Sure thing. And she's gonna kind of walk you guys over to the castle.
Boy, if Spaz's character were here.
Right?
Which
All
one?
of the Feywilds.
Yes,
Oh,
little
that
girl let
one.
us strangers into
Yeah,
your
his,
home. His
Valanther.
kobold.
Yeah.
Valanther.
Why the fuck am I here again? Jesus Christ!
Motherfucker! Anyways.
Okay. We are heading over to. Yeah, no, that's not there. Thank you for reminding me. All right, we're heading over to where Issa is.
Alright, time for me to go look at anti-stream.
What? Oh, he
Did I
did.
pick the wrong person to?
No, he's there.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
Oh, am I muted? I'm
Are
here.
you-
No,
I
Yeah.
was muted. Sorry. just a little ADHD right now. It's fine. Ah,
Oh.
Hi, Coin.
How you do that?
Don't know how I got here. Did you see Gabriel or Dalton?
No.
Issa's gonna just sprint through this place. Just looking to see if anyone else made it in here.
No, nothing looks particularly out of order.
Is this casino?
There's just an
Yeah.
Issa absolutely speed dashing through this place. Okay. Wait. Is anybody in the room behind you?
No, that's just where the deck of mini thing game played.
Right. I don't have time to play that right now, but maybe some other time point. I'm sorry to run, but I gotta figure out where everyone else went, and Issa's just gonna immediately book it out the door.
Okay.
Hey,
In
Anti,
that case,
Hmm.
you have a thing to do.
oh, what is the thing to do?
Where's the hat? There's the hat.
I'm making him wear an Eevee hat for 15 minutes.
Oh, God.
There we go. But if I adjust the ears, I can pick up different stations, right? Oh man.
Oh my gosh, I just realized something about the three of us in the Feywilds.
Yeah.
I'll bring it up later.
Okay.
Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
More like it's a coincidence. Maybe.
Should I be back at Krakus?
Right, so
Yeah, I was basically fast tracking.
Oh,
everyone.
all right.
what just happened, guys?
So Anna, Issa, and Kazuto have gone back to Krakus.
I'm assuming Issa made it here first, since she was literally just sprinting.
Right next to
Yeah,
the place. She did not fuck around.
Probably.
Yeah. So
Anna and
Issa's,
Kazuto are going for a brisk walk.
yeah, Issa's gonna just be like, just running through this place looking for Dalton and Gabriel.
You don't see them.
And
I-
it's probably
I s-
extremely winded by the time we get there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore all these icons up here.
Yeah.
It's fine. Don't worry about removing them or anything.
Okay.
She's gonna stop and start walking to the door to try and figure out where everyone else is.
So, as you get back to the spot where you all were, you see like a little almost like a fractal thing. I hate to use the
Havoc's
terminology for
Fractal.
Fractals.
It makes me think of
Fractals.
Frozen.
What?
Let It Go. I'm sure
No.
you're all very familiar.
It's
It's like a solid-looking piece of light.
it's very akin. I'm gonna use a out of an out of game kind of reference, but those of you who are familiar with Fortnite will recognize the kind of
Oh no.
Oh,
Eh?
that style of portal.
yeah. It kind of looks like that.
Would Issa know what it is?
You would know that it is definitely a portal to somewhere.
Issa's gonna touch it.
Oh, awesome.
Come on, she's not even gonna make this decision the right way. She's just gonna go through the portal to the wrong place. I mean,
No, that's fair.
Would that be before or after we get there?
I mean, she basically got here way before you would have because she was closer, and then she sprinted around, found the portal, and touched it. So
Where's this portal at on the map?
it would be
It would be in the room where everyone got dispersed.
yeah.
Oh, because Kazuto's he is familiar with Fortnite, for obvious reasons, and he's gonna be like, "Hey guys, looks like Fortnite."
You're not there yet.
We're not there yet.
Yeah, ignore all the icons over here. None of these people are here.
Oh, all right.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and throw you on this map.
Oh, I did get put on this map. Okay.
Yeah.
I assume up there.
Yeah, up top.
Okay.
That's where all the rest of us came in.
Would be funny if you started in the water.
Just because.
I mean,
Issa
No
stuck in a
particular
tree.
reason. No particular reason. Just ended up
No,
in the water.
there's a reason why I separated you guys the way I did, and the reason why I asked all y'all's alignments beforehand.
Okay.
Issa's going to look around to see if anybody's here. Give you that perception roll.
No, you don't see anybody.
I see the building, though.
Yeah, you do see
All
the
right,
building.
Issa's just going to start heading towards it since there's not much else other than lily pads and trees.
Would Issa notice footprints?
You know what? I will say yes.
Oh,
So you would notice the footprints going towards
castle.
the castle. Yes.
So yeah, she's going to start heading there.
And then what's Anna and Kazuto doing when they get to Kirkus?
Yeah, we'll say I got about that far by the time they got to produce.
I imagine Kazuto's probably fine, and is hands on her knees, just deep breathing, just, oh, where is everyone?
Move to the front door. He just didn't delete the icons to make things simpler later. None of those people are there. You're with Anna.
You what do you say, Kazuto?
Weird.
What?
Recording.
Well, I mean, obviously, but wait, where's everyone else? Where's the battle? Are there still like patrons in here?
So,
Yes. There are still people.
No one seems
but
fucking perturbed
no
by
one's up
anything.
here at the. I mean,
Okay, hold on.
none of these people
Yeah,
are
no,
here,
Corchi,
right?
they're all gone.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
So, hold on.
I've got a kitty.
The only people
How are you tired
that
again?
are still there are, well, actually just the body. The body is still there. Actually, no, the body wouldn't even be there either.
Where did the body go?
It grew legs and walked off.
Oh no.
But it already had legs.
Now it has 2 more.
So yeah, you guys would see the patrons are kind of like freaked out, but they're also like too high to notice anything. They're like, yeah.
Well, to be fair, seeing something like that was probably normal for them.
Right.
Whoa, man!
Oh, these are completely useless. Kazuto, I don't know where else to look.
Even
And it's just kind of like wandering around. And it's just kind of wandering around.
Well, he was following now.
Well,
I think your passive's higher than mine.
you guys would see the portal, I believe.
Even with a 9, Drez, that's pretty low.
Congratulations, you only needed a 5 to
Yeah.
notice the portal.
I hesitantly head over towards that. What in the world do you make of that?
Portal, I don't see.
There's no visual.
There's no
Theater of the
visual on. Yeah, Theater of the Mind. It is kind of in the general vicinity of where everyone got dispersed from.
Okay, I'm gonna walk right towards it, and I am very familiar with portals, these starter portals, because I'm gonna be like, hey, Anna, this is the games I play. Fortnite. Yes.
Kazuto, this is not a game. This is literal life and death.
Is it like a rift, or like what sort of portal are we talking about?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a rift a little bit.
I'm gonna go in.
Do it.
Come on, Anna, let's go. We can't stay here.
Next thing you know, you just hear a voice. Are you still there?
I don't know what that's referencing, but
Portal.
Wow.
oh, okay. I
Bruh.
You
I
know, the
have
turret.
played a little bit of the first Portal, but only like an hour.
Are
so,
you still
an
there?
hour.
Yeah, Anna just kind of looks at you aghast. She's like, what do you mean go into? We don't know what this thing is.
The portal. It's going to
Somewhere.
transport us somewhere, and we, by the looks of things, we don't want to be here.
Or it could be horrible death.
I mean, do you want to stay here?
I mean, not exactly, no, but you can't tell me that this weird fracture in the fabric of reality is some sort of portal.
Sure is. That's what they have in Fortnite. Haven't you played Fortnite, Anna? Oh yeah.
They don't play games in this realm.
She
I mean,
just
it's
she
free to
just
play.
simultaneously looks more frustrated and angry. She's just at a loss for words with you, and you just standing in front of this weird magical something or other.
Push her in.
Kazuto decides he's gonna do a Fortnite emote dance.
And
You
shuffle on into the
flossing?
portal.
Just
He's just
probably
flossing.
one that Rhett's posted.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
She's gonna floss.
No.
And he's trying to explain Fortnite to Anna, but she's just getting angry.
Just don't floss in front of Euphoria. Euphoria has already seen that dance, and she really hated it.
Fucking bird boy over there.
Bird
Anyways.
boy.
Anyways.
Anyways, in that case, I will bring everybody over.
Who said Anna went in?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did Anna go in?
It would literally have taken Kazuto going in first, and then like probably a full minute of just like fuck, before she just like pulls the sword and just like Ryan just runs in.
Leroy.
Is Kazuto on this map, this new map?
Yes.
He's gonna say, this looks like a depressed Candyland. I don't know where I would be on the map.
At
Up
the top.
Yeah,
Up
right.
here.
Very top.
Right about there. Yeah, very top.
There's a shipwreck here.
Yep. There's that over there.
Oh yeah.
As Kazuto's looking around just like a full minute later, and it just comes screaming out of the portal, just ah!
Okay. I have to pee really bad, so I'm gonna
It's
take
time
just
for
a
a
little
short
quick break.
break.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna
Yes.
take a quick bathroom break myself.
Here's a word from our sponsors, NordVPN.
I swear to God, no. If you actually did that,
Advertisement time.
That was Havoc. That was Havoc.
it.
see.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Needed a minute to make sure we didn't fall asleep in the next half hour.
Just
Oh, did you
oops,
get-
all red caps.
Oops, all Red Bull.
Yeah.
Oops, all coffee.
I mean, I did have an energy drink a few hours ago, but
I smoke rocks.
That is a bad idea, my dude.
I smoke rocks. Not really.
Ow.
Peanut butter and
All right,
crack
By the way,
sandwich.
I think everyone's here.
Yep.
Is
but-
everyone here? We have Havoc.
Here.
by the way, Rets, in the original dance of that video posted, everyone does a dab at the end.
Damn.
Just wanted to say that because you love dabs.
Havoc.
No, I ironically like dabs.
Okay.
I do it just to shit post.
Havoc. Art thou present?
I like dabs, but we're probably not talking about the same dabs.
Yeah. Is
I was
Havoc
about to
not
say that.
there?
Michigan.
I thought I heard him a minute ago. Havoc.
Havoc.
Did you fall asleep again?
Havoc.
He was just here.
Yeah, he was.
He is snoring in his chair.
Hang on, I know how to
Colin.
fix this.
What? Rhett said, "I know how to fix this," and he left. Also, I think I just heard something come from Havoc's end.
I mean,
Oh yeah, there he is.
I told you guys microwave.
Oh.
Then
Well, now we're waiting on Rets to come back. There he is. What, Rets, what was your grand plan there?
Actually calling him, but it didn't seem to come up.
Oh,
because
hi.
he was
Yeah,
microwaving
he's here.
stuff.
All right,
Yeah, he's here again.
we're
I
ready.
literally said I was microwaving snacks.
Okay,
We
then.
we
Alright.
missed that part.
Back to the story.
Yes. So Anna and Kazuto just came through the portal. Anna came through, yelling and screaming, waving a sword.
After being really hesitant, so Isa sprinting has gotten to the castle.
I think as soon as Anna calms down, looks around, just sees Kazuto just being Kazuto, she just goes, "Is this Fortnite?"
No, but the architecture might look familiar.
Like that one place. With the guys through stuff.
I don't play Fortnite, so
About to say, this looks somewhat familiar to me, but it's probably for the wrong reasons.
It's probably for the same reasons why I put it here, but that's
See,
either.
what I am thinking of when it comes to this particular structure is a certain parkour challenge in Final Fantasy XIV.
Parkour.
No, see, when you get inside the castle, you'll see
Okay.
that
Mhm.
at least
just-
you and Hosh will recognize.
Yeah,
the
we'll
building.
probably recognize it, and I think I already do. Anyways,
I mean, to be fair, the architecture looks oriental, so.
Yes,
yeah,
it's
I gathered,
designed after a particular building in a particular game.
I gathered that much. Okay,
Oh.
Anna, Kazuto.
I never got an answer from Kazuto, and Anna does not have good passive perception, so
Answer
Roll
regarding
perception. Is this Fortnite?
is this Fortnite?
I don't believe so. It doesn't look like a map I've
It definitely looks it looks Japanese in nature. There, Kazuto.
Oh,
The
See,
building
like-
does.
Yeah.
but it looks like home. At least the architecture.
Are we in your Tokyo?
I haven't seen trees like this before.
And to be
Why,
fair,
are they
Tokyo
weird
is
to
a
you?
lot more dense.
Yeah, they're weird. It's like a sad candy lamp.
Are you guys approaching the castle?
I'm assuming Kazuto ends up leading and Anna just follows.
Okay. I'm just gonna pull you guys onto the castle then.
Anna lands on a spike.
Bruh.
Oh, you don't expect him to be here? Please.
Oh my gosh.
Menage a trois, huh?
Is that?
That don't look
Yep.
like no bed.
Lots of tatami. It looks like it looks like HQ.
It's kitties, so
Yes.
Tojokai
That's
HQ.
Yep. Exactly. 100%. That's exactly what it's modeled after. We can't remember what the fuck that. There it is.
Hmm?
There was a token that I wanted to pull onto the map.
Oh. Hello, catfish man.
oh
Ecto.
god.
Oh no.
And Euphoria sees
Fish
this.
boy, fish boy.
Euphoria just sees this and she's like, "Oh, hello again."
The bird just kind of cocks its head and looks at her.
I hope Vincent gave you an upgrade.
It just kind of squawks a little bit.
The bird. Is this some sort of sentry?
Well, I don't know if he can actually see through that thing. Maybe, but I think they're expecting us now.
As the rest of you approach, Minerva's going to turn around. Oh, hi!
Wow, you spotted me quick. So this is where you all went off to.
Well, the three of us, Taroth,
were-
Euphoria, and myself.
Yes, we were ported over here, it seems.
And coincidentally, all three of us were from the same world.
I ended up in the casino, and I had to go all the way back to Krakus to get through. There was a portal there of some sort. It brought me over to some trees. I saw your footprints. Here I am. Just
Well,
lots of running.
well,
If you don't mind, I'm
I
gonna
appreciate.
slow down now.
Yes, go right ahead. I appreciate your level of concern. And I'm not joking.
Frankly, I'm actually surprised that you didn't even try to rob the casino.
I'm still adding tokens, Havoc. I can't find his for some reason.
Who's?
Max.
Oh. Oh, I see those two now.
Oh,
Yeah.
So, if that bird is here, then that means my colleague is also here as well.
Someone you know.
Someone I talked to you about, remember? His name is Vincent.
Oh.
Was a former teammate.
His
You know,
token's
our
gonna be
friend. Well, I wouldn't say former teammate, more like well, team. Well, he's definitely a teammate. It's just that we
He's
were
an
in the same
associate.
party, and we got sent here, so I guess we're not on this. So I guess we're. Yeah, well, you could say business associate, but I prefer friend. So
Hmm.
Are we gonna go inside or are we gonna stand out here and talk?
We should probably go inside.
Would this be
Yes.
about when Havoc and Kazuto show up?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was conversation. We would have been lollygagging a bit.
yeah, just to let them catch up a bit.
Oh, Kazuto. I was wondering where you were.
Really wondering where I am? Was?
And
Well, you two got
Anna with
separated
you.
as well.
Well, you weren't in
Yes.
the casino with me, and you weren't here with them, so yeah, I was and there's
As-
Anna, but yeah.
Trez,
What?
do me a favor. Delete bird token
Why?
because I can't control it.
Oh.
As Euphoria goes by, the bird just kind of jumps onto her head and rides on top of her hat.
got a little
Euphoria
friend
does
on your
not seem
hat,
bothered at all.
Euphoria.
Euphoria, you do realize that bird is on your hat now.
It
Yeah?
kind of squawks a little bit.
Wait a minute, that thing's
What?
alive.
Should I be bothered by this? Because I'm not. Frankly, that's the typical behavior of this bird, except it's with a different person, not me.
I mean, the last time Euphoria saw the bird, it also jumped up onto her shoulder
Yep.
while she was prestidigitating popcorn. So
Is this a real bird, and is it a carnivorous type of bird?
it is a mechanical bird that looks like a falcon.
Okay.
Anna pokes it.
And meta knowledge, this bird can actually attack enemies, but almost every time Brone tried to use it, it failed.
I was specific
So
about
Euphoria
asking if
always-
it looked like a carnivorous bird.
A hawk, falcon,
Right.
whatever.
But
right?
it's
Yes,
mechanical, so
it is mechanical.
Issa would
Like,
know
it
that
is
it's not going to eat
It is,
a fish if she offers it. Okay.
yeah. Like from what Issa can see, it is mechanical and it has a large amethyst gem as part of its core.
Okay.
And it looks like the amethyst is
You know
what the bird is like sprouted out of.
Issa's gonna grab one of the fish that's in her bag and offer it to the bird.
It just kind of looks at it and ignores it.
Anna still pokes it.
Tink.
As she gets into this room, she goes, "Mommy, Daddy! I knew Uncle Vinny was here, but I didn't know you guys got back."
As soon as
I looked
Vincent is
away
in
for a
view, the
second
bird
to
just kind of flies over
put
to
his
him.
head up and his head was in my eyes.
Uncle Vinny.
And now he's licking
Euphoria
himself,
ass
like,
looking
he's
over at
getting the
Vincent.
remnants of it off of him, and
He
he's
just
like,
kinda
"Best
shrugs."
day ever."
I'm gonna call you Vinny from now on. Now.
Hyper kitty.
You
Does
only
that
got
mean-
a little
does-
bit, but still, it was
Yeah.
Does
like
that
on
mean
his
every once in a
face.
while Vincent will say "Spam"?
What? Spin? No. Absolutely
Hey, you're
not.
the one that said it, not me.
No, but
Bean?
again, absolutely not.
So this has been where you have been hiding this entire time, then?
Occasionally, whenever I'm not doing reconnaissance.
This is a very nice place, though, she said, looking around, even bending down and feeling the tatami floor, enjoying how it feels.
It's a very strange artistic style.
Indeed, we certainly don't have this kind of architecture back in Dazen.
Issa's just gonna
It
walk up to
is-
the table and crisscross applesauce underneath it.
It is strange.
Oh, you're from Dazenth as well.
Aye, that I am.
Him and the drow, that drow right there as well, her name's Perla.
Yes, I believe I'd heard about her. But about you, what is your name? And he's looking at Turoth.
Toroth.
And roll a perception. Rets.
Yeah, that's what I'm pulling up.
You see a familiar-looking amulet around Vincent's neck.
Oh my god, is that what I think it is?
Probably.
That necklace.
Roll religion at advantage.
Oh
Why
boy.
are you making people roll?
We are the DM now.
Ooh.
Bruh?
It's on the tip of your tongue.
That necklace. Who gave it to you?
Kip Farah.
Kip.
Rather, one of her priests.
He kind of just growls a little bit.
Something
you-
wrong?
I did not expect another one of hers.
Oh, I'm not one of hers. I just know her. She gave me this as a form of protection while we were within her walls.
You will.
Seeing as Dragonborn do not like elves.
The feeling is unfortunately not mutual.
Well, I have no qualms with you, and I hope you will have no qualms with me.
We're not going to have a problem, are we?
Well, we are technically.
I guess with the perception, you would also notice that Vincent's attire looks like the Craftsman's Guild.
I don't think Toroth would know a lot of the Craftsman's Guild.
Roll a history check.
Who's the freaking DM here?
Right?
You got nothing then.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
That was at advantage, bruh.
I mean, it didn't matter.
Didn't matter.
Oh,
Five usually
hold
doesn't
on.
get anything.
I want to address something. What does Kazuto think of this whole area?
Kazuto is a little confused because he recognizes some of these people from video game world.
Oh, come on. Would he?
Good Pokemon.
No, I'm at the area. I'm at the area.
Um,
And they're not from Pokemon. They're just
okay. I don't really know what you're going for here. To be honest with you, I mean,
It's Japanese architecture and layout and furnishings.
Oh,
Yep.
okay, gotcha. I saw obviously I have that, but Kabuto probably has. And it's from Japan, so.
I mean, to be fair, there probably is a chance he hasn't played it because, there's thousands of video games.
I feel like
Obviously can't play all of
Kazuto
them.
wouldn't play Yakuza. I feel like he would play the fantasy MMOs more than that. And
Yeah.
classic JRPGs, not necessarily
He might be familiar with some of the memes because let's be honest,
Yeah.
Yakuza memes are kind of everywhere.
Oh yeah,
but
they
he
are.
would probably know of it and maybe some of the memes, but he
Definitely knows
wouldn't
of
be
it,
the
but-
person
Also-
to play it. Yeah.
I would hate to be that guy, but actually, technically, Kazuto would know it as its
Like a
actual
dragon.
Japanese. Yeah,
Yeah,
its
like a
actual
dragon.
Japanese name. So
Because that's actually what it's called in Japan, is like a dragon.
To be fair, Braun, I kind of have to counterpoint that. Without you guys, I don't think I've ever come across a Yakuza meme.
Bruh.
Godzilla heard that
I'm
sentence and
saying-
almost had a fucking stroke.
Anyways, I want to hear what's going on with the story.
Yeah, back to D&D, please.
So around this time, as you guys are having a little chat, you guys see a little beam of light come in from around here. And instead of doing like the normal sound where it's like and like something happens, it's more like of a sputtering. It's like it's like really like the beam of light is really fucked up, and it's like trying to break into the realm but failing, and then finally it triggers and you see this individual, but he is really fucked up. He is bloodied, beaten, and just crawling on his hands and knees.
I'm sorry, Trez, but is that Matt Smith?
No. That is
No, that they're all the not Fastbender. What the fuck is it? Skarsgård?
Oh,
yeah, the
Skarsgårds.
Skarsgård brothers.
Well, what
Vince-
happened with you? Euphoria shouts as she
Yeah,
runs over to him.
Yeah, Vincent is going to get up, run around the table, and go straight to this individual's side.
Anna's going to
Daddy.
do the same.
You got your healing word, Vincent?
Vincent doesn't have healing word. He has
Oh.
cure wounds.
My bad. Yeah, cure wounds. My bad.
No need. Why is Sylvanas here?
Because this is Sylvanas.
Sylvanas.
I burned my healing lights to give him 22.
He knows who I am.
What happened? And why are these?
Who knows?
Why is this group here?
They weren't supposed to be here. I was trying to come back to get away from him.
Get away from who?
Dalton.
As
Perla speaks up.
Asmodeus. And you all hear his name as Asmodeus.
Asmodeus, but that's impossible. We just saw him fight someone else.
No, you saw him fighting Sylvanas, presumably disguised as Gabriel.
Wait, what?
Which one of you is saying this? Is it Perla or Vincent?
Vincent.
Okay.
Vincent.
Wait,
they're the same.
this is Gabriel?
Gabriel? What?
This is a long story. Are you stable?
For now, yes.
Does he still look fucked up even though he just received a bunch of healing from Anna?
He's not as like crawling on the floor as he was before, but he still has like a few cuts and bruises on him. Like the dignified like like just been in a fist fight kind of cuts and bruises like
All right.
that you would see in a movie.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, then he's all good.
What
I had
happened
the wrong-
back there?
I had the wrong character sheet pulled up.
Oops.
I mean, it doesn't matter. They both have cure wounds,
Yep.
Yeah.
and I think it's the same modifier anyways.
Don't know why a paladin would want cure wounds, but you do you.
Because spell slots to be able to heal on top of the lay on hands.
I just find it redundant, but like I said, you do you.
I don't
So-
like burning all of my spell slots on smites, okay?
But I do.
Anyways,
Moving
No,
on.
he has far more than 38 health, but I'm not gonna let you guys just sit there and dump thirds into him.
So, Gabriel or Sylvanus or what happened back there?
Asmodeus figured out my disguise.
Well, that complicates things.
How did you find
How?
out?
He's
I
gonna
didn't
peer
know.
over. He's gonna peer over past Vincent, looking at Issa.
How was I supposed to know you were in disguise? I thought that Gabriel was your true form. I mean, you were disguised as the bird, and
I have many disguises.
like the layers of an onion.
So
Where-
you're saying that Issa basically gave away your identity?
I didn't give away his identity. I called for him, and I guess Dalton was still paying attention.
It wasn't intentional.
Fine.
So I think the other question at hand would be, why did you fake your death?
So I can get away from them.
But they're your brothers. They're your family.
There's a long story involved. I think it's best that everyone sit down for this one.
I'll be honest, I'm having a hard time differentiating Vincent and Perla.
Perla has a light voice. Vincent does not.
I'll try to remember that.
There's
Not
a
to
lot of
mention-
people in here
Believe
who
me,
could do.
I try
multiple
and
voices.
voice act.
I kept
Not to
wondering
mention,
why Perla knows, and then I'm like, oh, then Havoc would say that. I'm like,
Vincent is
oh,
here.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Not to mention that Vincent has a very, very monotone voice.
I'm not saying it's not impossible. I'm just saying that there's a little bit of struggle busing.
Toroth is just
So-
going to look down at the pillows because he's not really familiar with tatami, and it's like, how does one exactly?
This is a rather unique style of furniture. You kneel on the pillow.
Anna's already sitting down, has the pillow in her lap.
I see then.
Issa's crisscross applesauce on it.
Before is actually
I would assume that Kazuto properly.
Yes.
Kazuto's probably laughing at Toroth right now, going,
Probably.
Before is
poking-
actually
Come on. Kazuto's like poking at Issa. That's not how you do that.
before is actually kneeling on the pillows instead of goofing off. This is not a time to goof off.
How do you sit like that?
Who, me?
Issa's talking to Kazuto.
Kazuto's just gonna be like what? Like, this is just normal.
I mean, he's just kneeling on the pillow, right?
Yeah, but for people who don't sit in that position, it would be very, very uncomfortable to do.
Facts.
Yeah, it's like people who try to, like, Western people trying to squat. It's like nearly impossible for a very long period of time for someone to properly squat in the West because we don't do it.
yes, because
And-
Baka
And
Gaijin.
also, can I add, Anna would have a particularly difficult time because of how tall she is.
Yeah.
And the wings.
The wings.
Oh yeah, the wings are kind of just folded awkwardly. In fact, probably after a few minutes, she just stands.
Yeah, like I'm 6'2" and I cannot do.
Yeah, I'm 6'1". I can't do it either.
I'm 6'4". I can kind of do it. but it gets
Everyone else in the
uncomfortable.
6+ crowd.
What
yeah,
are we?
it gets uncomfortable after a minute.
Are we
though.
talking about the squat or the kneel?
The kneel?
The
Ugh.
kneel.
I can
My
do it.
ankles can't handle that kneel.
My knees can't handle that shit.
That's what the
But anyway,
pillow's
back to
for.
D&D.
Anyways,
Anyways,
yes, back to
back to
D&D.
D&D.
Yeah, we
Enough getting sidetracked.
We
Yeah,
are
we're
very
way too
ADHD
sidetracked
tonight.
Tonight, Anyways.
Listen.
just
Anyways,
Back
So-
to D&D.
so Gabriel, you're actually Sylvanus?
That is correct. Yes.
So I don't understand.
I am. I am a deity that. I'm from the realm where Asmodeus, whom you know as Dalton, and Lathander are from. We were originally from a realm known as Desirus. And the ambition of Asmodeus, as well as the desire to stop Asmodeus, ruined that world. And I left because I got tired of the fighting and the death. I came here to escape it all. And by sheer happenstance, they both also came here. This was
Both.
yes.
So what you're saying is, I signed a contract with Dalton, and that would make Asmodeus.
The person you signed a contract with was Asmodeus.
He is just going to slam his fist on the table.
Jeez, Taroth, it's a good thing this is not Dazen.
believe
wa-
me, none of us are happy with it either.
I just hope the Watcher himself will forgive my actions. But know that I am not happy that I am deceived.
It
Well-
happens to everyone.
But how are you deceived?
Asmodeus is the brother of Lathander, I'm assuming. In this
Correct.
world, anyway.
Yes.
Lathander has wronged the Watcher, my god, forcing him to kill Mistra.
Well, if your aim is to take on Lathander for his wrongdoing, you could not have signed a contract with a more appropriate deity. The two of them constantly fight each other, wishing to kill one another.
However, in all seriousness, it seems like Asmodeus is the primary concern at this point now.
Yes.
But that can't actually be what you want, is it, Taroth?
No.
You see a wave of relief kind of like wash over Anna.
Fortunately, wait, hang on. The contracts did state that he still owns Taroth's soul, correct?
Or you bring
No.
him a feather.
Or you bring him a feather.
Okay.
So Taroth is still in ownership of his soul.
Yes.
Okay. So he just didn't realize he was working for Asmodeus the entire time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
because he goes by the moniker of Dalton.
And the name on the contract was blurred out.
Which was Asmodeus.
Yeah. But he didn't know that at the time, so.
So, now that we're all here, and now that we know that Sylvanas' cover is blown, what now?
Well, it's likely that you'll forget that Asmodeus is Dalton's true name once you leave my realm.
Oh, not again.
I won't.
I unfortunately will.
It was the same way when we left Lathander's realm.
Are you aware that Lythander knows you're alive as well?
And who told him that?
I do not think Lathander actually knows. It's currently just being speculated.
I feel like it's a heavily implied speculation.
But the only one who would know would be the old hag.
Uh,
Hmm?
Yes, my ex.
Fucking hi, dog.
I'm sorry. Wait, what?
Doggo.
Are you're talking about my ex-wife? Yes.
I forget. Do we already learn that?
Yes, you did.
Okay, never mind. Never mind. Cut that out. Reverse.
Tiamat.
I think she's spoken of that. Yeah.
Yes. Well. And how are my boys?
Alive. Still causing trouble.
Losing a lot of important things.
Yes, well, they would always leave their toys around.
Now that I think about it, one of those was a schematic for a mimic arrow or something along the lines.
Correct, yes.
And it was taken by Gabriel, which we'd now come to understand is you.
Also correct.
You wouldn't
Issa's
happen to
rightfully-
have that.
Issa rifles through her bag. You mean these?
Yes.
She's holding out the mimic arrows.
No, the schematics. She has the
Oh.
schematics.
Yeah, she has the schematics.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I forgot when she got those.
I literally almost forgot, and I'm like, oh, wait. Scroll through list.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There they are.
Yes, one of my agents.
Sorry.
No objections if we return them when we next see them, yeah?
Well, it's likely they'll just let you keep them.
I don't know what we're supposed to do with them, to be honest.
Well, if there are plans for making something, maybe Vincent here knows how to use them.
That depends on everything that's involved, materials, tools required.
I mean, it looks like we'd have to somehow get baby mimics and feed them. I don't know if this is very useful. Issa just shoves it back in her bag.
Well,
So, what's the plan? Now that the metaphorical cat is out of the bag.
my brothers will be searching for me, that is for sure. Both of them trying to recruit me to one of the other's side.
But not trying to kill you for that much.
No, they will just try to beat me down until I submit.
I mean, it certainly looked like Dalton was giving it his fair try there. So
And-
I'm not understanding why not team up with Lythander and put an end to that fiend?
because his his ambition is just as detrimental to those around him as Asmodeus is. And he gestures wildly to Taroth.
Indeed.
The world of Dazenth as a whole, as it is anyways.
Sad thing
Just
is, the
as
war.
soon. Go ahead.
Yeah. Sad thing is, the war is still technically going on. Oh well.
But I thought I was under the impression that once again that beings of whatever we're dealing with here are not the beings that you yourselves have dealt with. So why are we assuming that Lythander here is the same as Lythander there?
Because it is the same. Deities such as Sylvanus, Lathander, Asmodeus can traverse realms. They follow wherever their followers are. This is
I
canon.
mean,
This is canon D&D lore, by the way.
he seemed nice enough to me. I also come from a world outside of D&D.
Yeah, but
Also, hence why Anna has no idea about any of this shit.
yeah. But I'm just, anyways, moving on.
Scooching swiftly forward.
Wait,
Oh,
so
dude.
the Lathander that attacked the Dragon Guns and isn't this still the same one here?
That's right.
Is that what you're?
It's the very same one.
But I
Yeesh.
feel like we were told the exact opposite not too long ago.
I assumed the opposite.
Well, I'm not sure who provided that information, but it is incorrect. The gods can be in multiple realms. Again, they can be wherever their followers are, for the followers are their strength.
Oh, then
I
that
would
just
assume.
wants me.
He looks down the table at Perla and Taroth. I would assume that the two of you would know that much at least.
Yes.
Well, that just wants me to murder Asmodeus even more.
Oh, he'll get what's coming to him after there's been ample time for preparations.
Just know
Right.
that I will refuse any offer that the Morning Lord suggests.
Yes,
But
well,
I mean, I still don't know what he's done. But again, good is good, evil is evil. I don't know why we're even having this conversation.
it is far more complicated than that. What we assume to be good or just or disorderly is all a state of
Perspective?
correct. And if you believe that you are in the moral right, then that is the energy you project. However, what is morally right for one may not be morally right for another.
It was morally right for me to heal you in your time of need. It was morally right to defend the people of Augustine against other evil forces. It was morally right for me to offer my aid to Lythander. It is morally right to see Dalton dead.
I do not disagree with that. But also, think about the countless people who've lost their lives in the name serving under Lathander. Who in the war to rid themselves of Dalton's presence, or Asmodeus, to... I'm sorry, I'm still frazzled from the fight.
The war that he had with the dragon gods on Dazinth, who were simply minding their own business.
Look, I'm sorry. What was your name again?
Vincent.
I don't know what happened on your world. I don't know why Lythander went to war with dragons. And I'm not going to sit here and make an excuse for it.
He went to war with the dragons because it was old blood with dragons from other realms that are typically seen as evil. The dragon gods of Dazinth are no such beings. Mostly, anyways. There are some of them that are questionable, but what realm doesn't have those?
Let me pose you a question.
Hmm?
I will give you an example of a direct scenario that I was involved in personally. The war that broke out on Cyrus. This was Asmodeus killing off all of the Dragonborn, all of the dragons, and all of the dragon gods.
Including Tiamat.
Including Tiamat. That being said, all of the tieflings, because they were born of Asmodeus, were hunted down by Lathander and his subordinates and his followers. These two, and he gestures to Juno and Tweak, or yeah,
or as we should know him now, Jupiter.
Yes, these two would not exist in the world that I am from. This girl, their daughter, would not exist in the world that I am from. When you find and you contact Lathander, ask him what his plans are for the Memorians once you're done with Asmodeus.
As he's speaking, Anna's eyes kind of immediately snap over to Euphoria, for that matter.
Something wrong, Anna?
She kind of just makes a gesture, you to them, you to them.
Apparently that would include me as well if they find out I exist. And also, speaking of dragons, she said as she lowered her sleeves, revealing her white scales. These are the scales of a white dragon. Apparently in other worlds they are said to be evil. So, one side of me is evil, the other side of me is a hell spawn, also said to be evil. So what do you think of me, Anna? Am I evil?
She can't really look at you, and she kind of folds her arms, but everything about her just seems kind of smaller.
Perla is just kind of like in thought, and when Sylvanas mentions the asking Lathander about his plans for the Memorians, she's just gonna kind of look at him and just be like, but it was discovered that the Memorians were a transformed people.
Correct.
And our understanding anyways is that as many as possible would be turned back into who they were.
Is that something that they would want, though? Perhaps some of them have lives of their own. What will happen to the infants who were born as Memorians?
I mean, wouldn't they essentially go back to what they would have been with what their parents are?
But that would be a life that they would never have known.
Not to
Maybe
mention, like us tieflings have a very similar thing. We were tieflings were once people as well, normal people, like humans. But our ancestors have dealt with demons, basically got some of their powers unto themselves and inherited it. And now many offspring of the tieflings are born tieflings through no fault of their own. That's pretty much how this works.
But I guess what I'm trying to say, eh, who's to say that a child born of Memorians would lose the memories that they gained as a Memorian?
They would
Sh-
still be a Memorian.
But I mean, if their mother was a dwarf and their father was an elf, then wouldn't they still transform themselves to be their birthright?
let
No.
me ask you this. How many transformations have you seen of a Memorian going back into their normal state?
A half dozen, maybe?
And of that half dozen, have any of them remembered their life as a Memorian once they were transformed back?
No.
But maybe that's a process of the curse, not the transformation.
They've made a life for themselves as a Memorian, and they want to stay a Memorian. Why would you force the change upon them?
Wouldn't it be worth knowing the opinions of the original form?
But then you would lose the person that was in front of you just a moment ago if they were changed back.
And as I said before, what of the children? The children do not know a form before. And you transform their parents, and you transform the child, and the parents want nothing to do with the child now because that was simply a different life.
But a rational mind would still understand that that's still their flesh and blood.
Would they? If
Would
they
they
have no memory of
not?
that life.
I would hope someone of some rationale to be able to understand that something happened and that this is now a reality.
But
You've been to
more than likely they would want to go back to the life that they had before.
You've been to Augustine. Have you witnessed much rationale being used there?
But that she's kind of just like chewing on her finger. It's different though. That's just a bad place. If we give them the opportunity to see what they could be properly, they could desire that and still be able to understand that things aren't 100% one way or the other.
Being a Memorian really that bad?
I mean, they
I mean,
don't
it wasn't so
exactly
bad to
see.
me.
You also
Uh,
weren't a Memorian for more than half a day, so. Plus, I think a certain individual had something to do with it, and she kind of looks at Sylvanas.
He's gonna smile.
It was a pretty good trick, though.
So, what's the plan?
Well, as it stands, I would rather be done with both of my brothers. Either eliminate them or send them far from this realm.
Yeah, but the problem is I don't think we're strong enough on that level yet.
I think you know my stance when it comes to Dalton. I will not help you slay Lathander. I don't care what argument you make or trinket you offer. And she looks back over the Turath. Or what kind of tales of the past you tell. It just feels wrong. It feels wrong to my core.
One would not judge you based on experiences you have not had. I can imagine that, assisting with defeating Asmodeus would be suitable enough. Would it not? And Vincent looks at Sylvanas.
I'm here to tell you, Lathander will not stop at Dalton. He will not stop with my brother. He will continue to ensure this realm is, how do I put it in his words, purified.
Well, then we talk with him. And I get the impression, no, you don't want to talk with him. I get the impression that you... Pardon my words, but it almost sounds like you have as much bloodthirst as your other brother. Let us talk with him. Let us trying to get him to see reason. I don't think he's beyond it.
I don't care if they're. I don't. If they're eliminated, that serves the purpose that I'm trying to achieve here, but it also is not the only way to achieve what I'm aiming for.
Much
If
like
they
how
were
our contracts with Asmodeus tell us to bring justice to the family. There's more than one way to do that than just killing them.
correct, as long as they leave Brechia alone, then I am fine. But their war between each other will destroy this world just like it destroyed Desirus, just like it destroyed Dazinth.
Then you acting as this place's protector needs to defend it.
And the
And not
only
by
way
running off into other realms.
And did you see his state when he came in? I don't think he's going to be capable of doing that to two deities.
What do you want, dog?
Especially
Clearly,
with one of them being very strong.
clearly
Which
Dalton
is
has
honestly...
too much power.
Yeah.
Seeing as he's acquired now 2 souls of the family, with the second one having just been Pluton just a moment ago.
I am the youngest of the three. Dalton is the oldest, then comes Lathander, and then myself. The both of them are far stronger than me.
Humility. I'm glad you can at least admit that. But here's the problem, Sylvanas, we don't know you. We honestly can't even necessarily trust you. Who's to say that you're not trying to get us to do something you can't just so you can reap the rewards?
Isn't that something that all deities do?
I will be upfront with you. That is exactly what I'm aiming to do. If you can either eliminate or remove my brothers from this realm, I can protect this realm and its people without their interference.
She just kind of squints. And what guarantee do we have that that doesn't just make you a worse monster than Dalton?
At this point, he's gonna look over to um all of the people that are in this room that are like not the immediate party. Has my service as a deity of the realm of Brechia been sufficient thus far? And
I
then
wouldn't know. A lot of terribleness has been allowed to go on.
the
A lot of
terriblest,
death, a lot of suffering.
the terribleness has only happened since my brothers have interfered.
So what has stopped you since their interference?
Did I not just say I am the weaker of the three? I have tried. My plans take time. When you are not as strong, you need to buy your time.
Essentially, he's got out with them.
Would you claim yourself to be weaker than your brother's followers then? Because when it comes to Rosin and Constantine and all of them, to me it seems like they've done more work to protect this land than anything we've seen from you. You've been running around trying to beat us down.
I've only done this to increase your power, to increase your ability.
But how does that help the person dying on the street, the person losing their mind to narcotics in the crackhouse? Do you not care for them, or I'm not understanding.
The city of Augustine is a product of Asmodeus. And I'm sure you might have noticed by now that most of its inhabitants do not follow him.
Kind of ironic.
Now, I do have a bit of a question for you. And he's looking right at you, Anna.
Mm-hmm.
How are you
Just as
feeling?
like, go ahead. Hmm?
How are you feeling?
Miserable?
And why are you feeling miserable?
Because this whole thing frustrates me.
I mean, within your body. How does your body feel? Every day when you wake up. How do you feel?
She kind of takes a deep breath. Tingling, uncomfortable, energetic, sluggish. What are you asking?
Your body's at war with itself. Good and evil are fighting for one single body. It is tearing you apart. Now imagine that feeling on a far grander scale. As good and evil are fighting over a land What happens to the land? How do those people feel?
But this body has chosen. It has chosen good.
Has it?
Kind of just squints at him.
And as for you two, and he looks over to Issa and Kazuto,
Hmm.
what of your actions? Do you feel the constant fight of good and evil within yourself?
Not really.
Isa rubs her eye. Depends on what you mean.
Well, I've sent an agent to talk to you specifically. I know that there is promise within you. But I also know there is a path that you could fall down, so to speak. And what you desire will slip from you evermore as you fall from this path.
Yes, I believe that's the message that I got from Vincent.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I will allow something. And he's gonna kind of just step over the table and approach this table. Which of you have his mark?
Perla raises her hand.
Toroth raises his hand.
Anna raises her hand and points to the end and kind of like squints her eyes questioningly.
No, Anna, I don't think that's what he means. He means this, and Isa's gonna raise her hand.
The mark on her hand for.
Very well. He's gonna kind of misty step over to Euphoria. Do you accept my mark?
Very well, she said, nodding.
As you do, he's gonna take your hand, and you're gonna feel like a little bit of a pain, as like an S gets carved into your hand, but then it immediately disappears.
I'm sorry, but when you said the S, I'm just thinking of the S symbol that everyone drew in high school, just
Yes.
right on Euphoria's hand.
Yep. That's...
He is the youngest.
What was that fucking thing called? SOCOM? I don't remember
I
what the
mean,
thing was called.
it's
Anyways.
gonna be like a stylized, like,
Comic Sans.
No, bad anti.
Can we get back to the topic at hand?
Yes, back to D&D, please.
Euphoria just
yeah.
looks at her hand and she's like, "Hey, Vincent.
Hmm.
This feels familiar, doesn't it?"
Vaguely.
I wonder if this is how Galen felt when he got resurrected.
Yes, except his mark was on his chest.
Well, I should thank you for not doing that to me then, she said, jokingly.
No, it's just going to be like a stylized, like cursive S on your hand. Then he's going to head over to Kazuto. And you?
Are you asking about putting on my hand to get back into my bedroom?
No, the Pearl is gonna pipe up. The mark that Asmodeus, and she has to she has to actively think about it to say his name. The mark that Asmodeus gave us to get back into the Shadow House. I don't think you took it.
Oh, I did actually.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think I remember that.
All right. So DM kind of intervention here. Who has that mark to get
I know
inside?
I think it's the three of them.
Perla, Issa, Taroth, Kazuto, I guess.
Mhm.
Okay. And then he's going to approach Anna. I suppose that you won't want my mark now, will you?
Is he just popping like back and forth, or is he actually moving around?
He's popping like he's
Okay.
like doing like a misty step kind of thing.
Yeah, there's definitely like that shudder and kind of like hesitant step back. I still don't know whether I can trust you or not. It's just kind of like somewhat fearfully I am up and down.
So can I not?
And sometimes you have to take a leap of faith, but that's your choice.
What
Make.
is Drez?
Yeah.
What is the good evil sense that Perla is getting right now?
Completely neutral. Like straight down the middle.
So just kind of like just air, nothing.
Right.
Anti,
I.
get that out of here.
The fact we both said it at the same time, god damn it.
Issa. So
Oh, you.
can I not
Anyways,
get the S as well?
I would assume that it's because we have taken Dalton's mark.
That is correct.
And it kind of puffs out her cheeks and just
Always
what
trickery with him.
benefit does this give? What
Well,
is this for? What is the intent behind it?
well, as the marks that my brother have given you gives you access to Shadowfell, this will give you access to the Feywilds.
And if Lythander was to offer his mark,
Access to the light realm.
Correct.
what I'm saying is you're shying away from those of us who have Dalton's mark. Is there going to be a conflict with that as well?
If you have committed yourself to my brother, at first you have my condolences, and second, yes, the mark. You would not be able to receive his mark if you received mine.
Is it like a tattoo? You just can't get it removed.
I mean, my mark is invisible now, so I don't think a tattoo is.
It's not
completely
how I
accurate.
meant.
Would there be a way to remove such a mark from any one of the three of you?
Yeah, you would need to consult the deity that gave it to you in the first place.
I don't think Dalton would be too happy to hear that you want out.
Oh, I think Dalton already suspects me enough as it is.
I, like I said, I don't know if I can trust you or not. And you know my thoughts on this. I don't want Dalton's. I don't know if I want yours. And I don't know whether Lathander's is good as I would expect him to be. But for now, it's a hesitant no.
Very well.
Well, at least one of you has the mark, so you could return here at any time.
Which is awesome.
Yes.
I actually like this place. Euphoria said.
I would
Does
assume that Vincent has Sylvanus's mark as well.
Oh yeah. Oh, everybody that was here originally when you guys showed up has the mark.
Did Taroth get the Shadow House mark?
Yes.
He's had it since like I first came here. So
Yeah, that was
Oof.
one of the things that happened with the contract,
Yeah, I
the
couldn't
initial
remember.
contract.
I couldn't remember. Oof.
Hey, so Vincent, looks like we're a team again.
Yes, except I'm not going to be with you at most times. I still have other duties.
Uh,
You might see me
enough.
around, though.
Those of you
Fair
who
enough.
Those of you who wish and change your mind about your marks that you've received or potentially get, you are welcome to come back and receive my mark. Or and he looks at Anna. If your goal is Elysium, then I cannot stop you from taking my brother's mark.
Forgive me for mentioning it, but I can only see strategic advantages for having access to all three realms.
I actually agree with Vincent on this. If anyone really wants to Latendo mark that badly, then this could benefit us as a team.
What say you, Anna?
I want to follow the best path.
Well, let me
And
pose it to you this way. If you believe the best path is Lathander and Elysium, then take his mark. If it turns out that I am right, you can use this mark as a means for reconnaissance for me.
again, strategic advantage to have access to all three realms, regardless of personal decisions.
Either way, it's a win-win situation for you.
Well, it's not like we have easy access back to
Kitty snoring.
his realm, so it's not like I can run out and go get my hand stamped.
No, but I imagine you have a contact somewhere that could take you where you need to go, yes?
Not really.
Most of
Well-
the most of the doppelgangers within the realm of Brechia operate under my influence, but I know that there is one who scouts out in the area that belongs to the crew of my brothers. So,
Do you mean Peter?
correct.
Yeah, so the problem is they all seem to just into existence and can't exactly predict it.
It's my understanding that at least two of you can sense their presence. Can you not?
Perla just kind of nods her head.
And he's just going to kind of look over at Taroth.
I do not wish to be deceived, but If your intention is to bring what you say, I will not accept the mock. But I will make sure Lathander is dealt with. And his brother.
For specification, I just need you to clarify which brother you mean.
Asmodeus.
Thank you.
Well, this is very interesting. We got one who has absolute hatred for Asmodeus, and we got one with absolute hatred for Lathander.
Well,
Euphoria
technically,
said.
Tarath's got a hatred to both, but
Yeah, I was about to say
Asmodeus
most of
tricked
the
his ass, so he's kind of pissed.
most of the party has a bit of a hate boner for Dalton.
Raging.
Yes.
But I was talking about this as Euphoria.
Angie.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. Raging.
Yes.
Angiana.
Bruh.
I've hit that button more times than I would like to. Moving on.
Well, as for any other additional information I have for you, unfortunately, that is all I can provide at this time. I apologize for the deceit and misdirection beforehand, but as it is now, you know who I am, and
Yes, once
honestly,
again, the cat is out of the bag.
Well, here's the question. We'll remember that as soon as we leave here.
Actually, I have a question, Sylvanas. Euphoria said, raising her hand.
yes,
So now that I have access here, do I get my own room, just like the others did with Shadow House?
why, yes, you do.
Yay!
Vincent is just kind of like, oh boy, here we go again.
Anna raises her hand.
Wait, what? What's wrong, Vincent?
Nothing. As you were.
Is there a
Ye-
problem between the two of you? He's kind of pointing at like Euphoria and Vincent.
Well, remember, we used to be partners in a group such as yours that you have now.
And you two were. How should I put this?
Friends.
Yeah, we're friends.
Nothing more
So
than
to
that.
be fair, we didn't exactly start off on the right foot because, well, one, he and I, we're from opposing factions. Well, not like enemy factions, but they don't trust each other. And
Opposing
two,
ideals.
yeah, and two, well, that let's just say that he let's just say I had someone
Kitty's
I
just
needed to
knocked
confront,
the
and
hell out.
well, she got shot in the head before I had a chance to confront her. You can probably guess who did that, but I forgive him for that though. But what I won't forgive him for is that he gave a scar on my arm the other day.
Oh, come on, that healed over just fine.
It still hurt.
And did it bring Galen back? Yes.
Yes, well, Anna, you had a question?
Right. Sorry, I I almost forgot. Yeah, she drops her head. Just be like, interesting point. I hate it in the Shadow House. Would it possibly be able to get a room here as well without the mark?
Well, you're welcome to stay here, yes, but your your access to the house is limited to whether or not one of my agents are around you at the time.
I spin over to look at Euphoria with a smile.
Hey, we get to yay sleepovers.
Oh my god.
To your credit, at least,
Bruh.
Sylvanas, I don't feel my skin doesn't crawl like it does in Shadow House. So take that as you will.
Well, at least I suppose that is a compliment.
I meant it so. So yes, I hope you would.
One of the few that she's given too.
She got cocks her head at Pearl. Be like,
Perla has kind of like a shit-eating grin on her face.
you see her pout a little bit and just fold her arms tighter.
Perla reaches over and pats her on the back.
Just huffs.
Well, if you don't have any more questions for me and you have any plans, you are either welcome to stay here, or if you do not wish to, um, well, my newly equipped agent and emotions over to Euphoria can take you back to Augustine.
Sweet. So, how does this work?
Well, you simply knock on the door of the place you wish to go to, uh, or the outside door. It's an outside. You have to. He's going to basically explain it the same way that Dalton's magic works.
So
You go outside, knock on a door, opens up a portal to Augustine, and vice versa.
if I were
But
to
what I have,
knock on a door here, go to
You would
Shadow
cause.
House.
Don't do it.
If you
Don't
were to
even-
knock on it,
Don't
if
even
you were
think
knock,
about it.
if you were to knock on a door here, and attempt to summon a portal to Shadowfell, you would summon a singularity, killing everyone in Shadowfell, everyone in this realm, and everyone in Augustine,
Good to know.
including yourselves.
Yeah, I gathered that.
Issa, no.
I swear, if you attempt that, I swear, if you attempt that, I'm gonna banish you immediately.
I'm realizing that if this campaign goes real dark, there's a way to immediately end it.
Yeah, and then you'll get a lot of pissed off players, actual players, at you, and we will not want to do anything with you
I
ever
take.
again.
I take my portable hoe and I put it in the bag of holding.
Hey, hold on. I have a bag of hold in my bag of holding.
They're not.
That doesn't
no.
count.
I'm
Doesn't
aware,
count.
but that is the first thing I did with it.
I also
like-
want to point.
I would like to attack the rogue. Anyways,
I would also like to point out. I don't think Euphoria and Taroth were here for this. But you guys do remember what happens when the swords collide, right?
vaguely.
I definitely heard of this. Heard of a tale like this from a series called Heroes of Might and Magic. It
The
definitely it caused a cataclysm that caused everyone to die or evacuate that world.
Yes, exactly. So the swords, if they collide with each other, or the staff that you're currently holding, Euphoria.
Uh-oh.
Which, by the way, yeah, you have basically a portable Feywilds that surrounds yourself.
Wait a minute. Euphoria has a staff?
Yeah, it's the loot
Rem-
Why
from Matt.
wouldn't she have a staff?
Remember
Does
the
it
loot
look
that Mac
familiar?
had? No,
Hmm.
it does not.
Well, I was asking Drez.
So the spear was split into three things.
Mm-hmm.
The blade was split in half, and the blade was created or used to make the two swords, and the heft was also split, and that was used to make a staff.
Sure sounds
It
a
was
lot
So-
like
turned
the
into a
Spear of
loot
Destiny.
and back. It
By the
is the
way-
spear of destiny.
So, so do the party members have the other two swords, or
Sorry.
No.
okay? Also, what happens if I use the staff here?
Fuck all happens.
Yeah, I was gonna say nothing because
Ah, okay.
You're already in the Feywilds.
I just want to make sure that it didn't create some kind of weird feedback.
So then
Oh,
Anna
no.
does recognize the staff.
No, because it was a loot when you saw it.
What do you mean it was a loot?
Mac had it.
Mac had it. It was a loot. Gabriel
I
transformed it
literally
into-
saw the spear shatter.
You did. That's right. So you would see the. Yes. You would recognize the staff.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Okay. That bit of context is important.
Yeah, no, like I had no idea that Mac's flute was the staff.
Hi,
But staff
Callie.
in staff form, different story.
Yes.
Okay.
What? Cat, what do you want?
Snuggles.
Meow.
It wants to be a cat, is what it's doing.
And guy stands up and just be like, so we're heading out then? Just kind of looks around the group.
Actually, Anna, I want to talk to you outside for a bit.
Okay.
Just wanted to ask you something real quick.
Sure. We can head out there as long as I guess we're finished.
There's a door right here if you guys want to just go to the gazebo right here.
Kind of seems
Gazebo.
like there's a door right here too.
Yeah, just
Angry
the
I don't know. There's
gazebo
fucking
noises.
doors everywhere.
Yeah.
As she passes by, though, she kind of pauses and looks at Sylvanas. Sylvanas, how long have these two been in your employ?
You mean Juno and Jupiter?
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Since I'd say roughly a few months before you arrived.
And kind of focus on Juno for like a long pause. So then you're okay with the torture and draining of the werewolves?
Are you asking Juno or are you asking Sylvanas?
Sylvanas.
Are you familiar with their contract?
No.
Their contract says as long as they're not brought to justice, they can keep their souls. They're simply doing all they can in their power to keep their souls. They do not enjoy what they're doing, but they must keep up the charade.
So would that mean that there's a potential loophole in their contract as well?
If there is, We have not discovered it yet. It would appear the individual known as Constantine was onto something, but he's since disappeared.
Because he's in
Well-
Lathander's realm.
I thought Anna was having a conversation.
Why is Isa following?
Yeah, why is Isa following?
I thought Anna was having a conversation with. Never mind.
You go back to where you were sitting, Isa.
Okay, I thought Anna was asking the questions and then just like walked out of the room while the conversation was happening.
No, Anna got the answer she was looking for and then continued after Euphoria, since Euphoria asked.
Mm.
And then Perla continued the conversation with Sylvanas.
Mhm.
So,
All right. Never mind.
We split the party.
so if the family is brought to justice, even if they're not killed, their souls still go to Dalton.
Correct.
That complicates things.
Yes, well, that's part of the reason why I've moved these two to the realm now. It's likely that the trade will suffer, but that's probably for the better, unless someone more ambitious takes over.
What about the two doppelgangers you had masquerading as them?
They seem to have disappeared as well.
Hmm.
Now Drez introduces their child.
Bruh.
Eh.
No.
All right. We done that on that part.
Yeah.
So Euphoria and Anna, they were on the gazebo now, and Euphoria just sits down on the bench, just looking up at the sky to see what's up there.
Yeah, I'm honestly probably paying attention to the architecture. It's pretty.
Hmm.
So like we can see stars and stuff up in the sky, assuming it's nighttime here, or what?
Singular constellation of a middle finger.
It's it's actually more like if you've ever, it's like Northern Lights times 10.
Ooh, Boreal. Ooh, that is
Aurora
grand
Borealis?
Aurora Borealis. If
We're
I've
not
ever
doing-
seen it.
We're not doing this meme. Move
Sorry.
along. I was talking to Anti.
And why don't you come have a seat next to me right here?
Hmm? Okay.
Said we wanted to talk. I said I wanted to have a chat with you, right?
Yeah. What's going on?
It's just your adamantness about wanting to fight for good. I actually like that in a way.
You can kind
Yeah.
of like she's listening, but she's kind of immediately kind of like what's the best way to describe it? Kind of pulling into herself a little bit. Everything's kind of sagging just a bit more.
Mhm. But yeah, you know, before everything has happened to me, I used to stay in a scholar's tower, and well, I did lots of reading mostly fiction. The other scholars will say it's kind of useless, that that it's better off used as target practice for guiding bolts, but me, I actually like them.
Here's kind of prick of that. This is a long shot, but have you ever come across Celephine?
Who's Gelfine?
Everything kind of sags even more. Never mind.
You can explain who Kelphine is.
She was my deity. I don't know.
Oh, what's she like?
I honestly haven't a clue. I've never met her.
Ah. Yeah, that kind of complicates things if you follow a deity that you know nothing about.
Hmm.
But back on topic, one thing I've always wanted to be was a hero, kind of like in those stories. Would read about how they always beat the bad guys, how they always save the day and stuff. And then, well, there was a day when I met my colleague in there, Vincent, and another person as well. But that was also the same day. Some reason, the village near the tower and the tower itself were attacked by a group of people. Now, what happened was we happened to be in the tower and we were not in the village at the time, but someone was able to spot what was going on in the village while we were trying to find out what was happening in the tower, and there were people that I've known for over a decade being rounded up, taken outside, and basically they got encircled like a bunch of hostages. And the leader of this group, they demanded a very, very powerful artifact from the tower. An artifact so powerful, it's actually what was making the tower stand. Now let me ask you something, Hannah. What would you
Mhm.
do in a situation like this? People you considered friends and family for over a decade are being held hostage, and the this this really bad person wants a very powerful artifact from your leader. What would you do in a situation like that?
Hmm. If there wasn't a better way, my option would be to probably lie to their face and wait for a chance to stab them through the heart.
Well, in this situation, the leader was nowhere to be found because she was flying high up in the sky. But her minions were still on the ground. So knowing this, what would your
So,
option be?
so fetch them a all-powerful object or see the wanton slaughter of innocents. Uh,
Well, those are not your only options.
she kind
I
of
just want to know what
cocks
you
her
would
head.
do in a situation like that. Like you see a bunch of innocent people being rounded up and being threatened as hostages, and the leader of them, who's out of sight, out of reach, demanding an extremely powerful artifact that is keeping the Scholar's Tower standing.
I, I would prefer to do the quickest way to take them all out.
That's what I was afraid of.
Why?
Because I picked that option. She said, looking down at the ground now, regret coming in her voice. I picked the what felt right and tried to kill as many of those minions as possible and try to free as many of my friends that I've known for over 10 years as possible, but it was a stupid decision. There weren't enough of us fighting them, and they just what happened was their leader found out what we were doing, and she ordered as many hostages killed as possible.
doesn't mean it was ill-advised. Just maybe the right method about going through with that plan wasn't chosen. Sometimes that's luck, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe. I just I just wish I knew what I really should have done back then. I did what my gut was saying, and well, I got people killed because of it. But well, their leader did not went home empty-handed as well. All of her minions were dead, so she had to retreat, come up with a better plan. So that's when we left to go fight her. Vincent happened to be there with me as well as some other, as well as other people as well that I haven't mentioned yet. But
Anna kind
so
of rests her hand on your hand. I, I think even those that were lost would have been happy to know that their deaths weren't senseless, right?
well, fortunately, only half of them died. So I guess you can say we did save the other half. But
Sometimes
still,
two bad decisions, you just end up making the best of what you have.
maybe. I just know that I was devastated at that point. That night I couldn't sleep at all. I couldn't even talk to any of the survivors. I just I just sat on the docks doing nothing. Just watching the lake, my reflection in it, crying my eyes out. That's really all I could do at that point because of what happened. But going back on us going on the retaliation. You know what we found on our way there? We found elves fighting a war, against the very faction that attacked us. We found shattered eggs of dragons that were not permitted to be born. We saw elves being killed. We saw we saw elves taking land that wasn't theirs. We saw so many things that shouldn't have been there. It became apparent as to why these people attacked us. It's because they were becoming desperate. They were losing a war.
So then we end the war. We make sure none of that can happen here and now.
You don't understand. You see, they had no other choice. I started to feel sorry for the person that wronged me.
But we're not dealing with soldiers. We're not dealing with armies. We're dealing with a bunch of gods that have disagreements. Two
Yeah,
gods, one foul, disgusting beast.
yeah. But my point is, do you think what they did? Do you think that they saw their actions as justified as to what they did,
I
taking
would
people
hope not.
hostage just to try and take a artifact for themselves, just so they can actually survive a war? Do you think that they saw that as justified?
I can't see how they would.
They they did see it as justified because it was either going to either be them or the people or the elves that were about to kill them off. They were doing what they could just to survive. And we, of course, we did what we had to do just to survive as well. And the elves, they did what they had to do just to survive. We're constantly just killing each other just to prolong our own lives. That's
And
the
it kind of
sad reality of it.
sighs. I understand what you're trying to say, but she pulls a book out of her satchel and she slides it over to you. This has helped me in times of crisis. I don't know if it's really helping me in this regards, but maybe you read it. See
Euphoria
what
looks
you
at the
have to
book.
say.
Euphoria looks at the book, trying to read the title.
It doesn't really have a title on the outside.
Oh.
It's more just designs.
Yep.
But it looks fairly homemade for the most part.
Euphoria takes the book and says, "Before I go reading this, I want to ask you something.
Hmm.
Which of those three factions do you believe was the good guy?"
Between the kidnappers, the egg breakers, and yourselves?
Yeah.
She kind of smiles a bit. I would suspect you.
Then which of us were the bad guys?
I would say both of them. Seems innocents were hurt regardless.
That's what I'd love to think. But
Everything's getting so sour now, and she kind of like stands up and offers her hand.
thanks. But I just wanted your perspective on all this. Frankly, that was the worst day of my life back then.
I'm
Wish it never
sorry.
happened.
I'm sorry you had to experience that. I I can't exactly empathize. The biggest loss I've suffered so far was Sinefo. Honestly, I've not seen a lot of death in my lifetime.
Euphoria just pats Anna on the shoulder and nods. And I'm sorry you had to witness that. Death of a friend. It, it must have been extremely painful, wasn't it?
I'm trying not to think about it.
Yeah.
Come, let's join the rest. It's
But I just want to say, I honestly don't even know what's good or evil anymore. Or at least stuff like this. I mean, obviously killing an innocent person is bad and helping innocent people is good, but
she kind of grabs your arm at that and just. I want you to understand when I'm talking about all of this with Lathander and Asmodeus and Sylvanus. I don't mean you. I don't mean us. I don't know what I am, and I don't I don't care what a tiefling is, but I don't know. I see good and evil differently than most, I guess. But I guess just because you are of a place like myself, I don't think you are evil. I just want you to know that.
even though you said devils were evil,
I still think they are, but at the same time, you're not. You're different. You're other, kind of like myself, I guess. I don't know.
am I really not all that different from a devil? Sure, I might not have complete demon blood, but still have the origins similar to it.
It's the same origins, but you've made a choice. You choose to be better.
Well, then maybe devils can choose to be better as well.
I hope so.
Anyways, I'll read this book tonight then. I'll return it when I'm done. Sounds good.
I appreciate that.
I'm pretty sure that was basically the exact message that Perla has been trying to get across to Anna since this whole transformation thing fucking happened. It's like, who cares about the origin of your powers? More about what you use them for.
Hmm. But you aren't blue-haired sorcerer girl.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
No, honestly, to be fair, the demonic aspect, I think, has a different influence.
Hi, cat.
Yeah, by all means, Euphoria should be classified as evil because she has a white dragon. She's a descendant of white dragons and demons.
But remember that the dragons in Dazanth do not follow that standardization.
I
Correct.
mean,
Yeah, to be fair, that is a thing.
where Issa comes from, only black dragons are evil.
And 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 in Desirus, black dragons aren't.
Yep. The irony.
To be fair, they were corrupted ages ago. This is not their fault.
Even if Dazzum did have the white dragons as evil kind of thing, Euphoria still would have ended up the way she most likely ended up the way she is. But yeah, that's our role play, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, it looks like Euphoria might have a budding relationship in this realm.
BFFs forever. That's redundant.
Hi, cat.
Are you guys best BFFs forever?
Oh no, what I said was best friends forever, forever.
Bruh.
So what
Okay.
now?
Honestly, like we're pretty close to calling it here.
Yep.
So I guess well, Sylvanas, now that you guys know.
Havoc, how
he
would I
was-
even do that? Fucking. Fuck you.
Just ignore it. You don't have to refund, just ignore it.
I'm.
Eh?
All right. Anyways, so he'll offer you stay in his place, or if you guys want to go back to the Augustine, I could do like one quick little thing in Augustine and then end it there. If not, we could just say you guys do a long rest and end it here. But
I
you
wanna
guys,
stay
I'd
here.
say stay here and long
Stay here.
rest.
Yeah.
Long
Okay.
rest.
Perla still has
I
something on her
concur,
objective list.
Long rest here.
I'm sorry, was
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
muted
that
the
sounds
entire
like a
time?
good place.
No,
Probably.
anti was.
Oh.
What?
Anti-sleepy.
oh,
Anyways.
Anti sounds like he needs a real long rest.
Yeah.
Dude,
I
I
have
wake up
player.
at like 6 a.m. and work all day, and then I install the flooring in my house. I'm pretty exhausted.
I need to go to bed because I have work tomorrow too.
Oh no.
I got work as well.
So I need to head to bed if we are done tonight.
However, I don't need to go.
Yes, go to bed.
I don't need to
Okay.
go to
That's
work
fair.
until 9. So
Have any of y'all heard
Yeah.
about the hit game for the Wii U, Pigman 3? Pigman 3? It's only $11
I was
from this
wondering
person
if
on
you had-
Marketplace. It's Pigman 3.
Do
I
your
was
guys's. I can't do your guys' kobold voices because I tap into my like Cholo ancestry a little bit.
Also, I just want to say dibs on dragging Anna with me to my room.
What?
What?
All right, good night, everyone.